since you're the disembodied voice without a face, you want to introduce yourself first?
I'm just an AI bot here, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Beep beep boo boo.
I'll flip it from my
Okay.
Sad fact is
It's
that's kind
Siege,
of
you know, I mean,
forgettable.
Siege 902. I'm the neighborhood Canadian token around here. And owner, operator, Thrillforge, got a Discord. It's wicked. Everyone join it. Awesome. Selfless plug.
10 out of 10. You have to at that point.
Yes, sir.
So,
We have like a talking stick order. We want to like.
no, I'll go next. I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
go for
it.
My name is Kid Def. I am the local resident. Misdirect your priest at any time during a raid. So, you know, I've been here since the start of this. So that's why I don't play my hunter with y'all, because I have the bad habit of still using misdirect on the wrong people.
That's
You have to. You have to.
You Necropally is in a pod. He wouldn't even notice.
I've been here. Like I said, I've been playing this game since inception. So
Nice.
Straight up, man. Yeah, I remember being that too. Right?
You want me to go next, Necro?
Be my guest.
All right, guys. Hi, UnoptimizedFool here. Not in my closet today. I currently play too much World of Warcraft. I'm addicted to it. I have terrible takes in my closet. You probably heard me. Maybe not. Who knows? But I did Mythic 1 tier, and now I never stopped talking about it. So I think I peaked. So there it is. Glad to have you.
All right, everybody. I am Necropally. What you hear in the background is my wife, and I apologize about that ahead of time.
oh man,
I am your friendly neighborhood Death Knight tank that has problems enunciating every once in a while, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yo,
let's not go back into that siege. Let's leave that one alone, okay? Let's leave it alone. But we are going to have some fun doing this podcast. It's something new for me, at least. You know, I can't even mainly get the raid update done without getting my words all jumbled up. That's why it's called the Raidly update now.
You know how many takes I have to do for my weekly video, by the way? It's ridiculous, so don't worry about it.
That's probably what I should do. I probably should do it in more than one take, but I always just do it in one take and call it a day.
Taking everything.
There is no other trainer than just going live and just doing it.
Just get it.
That's how I started. I literally just said, you know what? Me and my best friend are going to do a podcast, and we just did it.
Yeah.
Didn't rehearse nothing.
Just jump into it.
Yeah. Feet first cold and just go from there. And
just suffer later.
No, you suffer while you're doing it, but eventually you get there and it's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually someone pees in the pool, it gets warm, you know, it's good.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun.
Oh, man. That's going to be...
already.
We're talking about peeing in the pool. It's only the beginning, guys.
Yeah, it's going to get worse. I'm here. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, he's wearing his wool. What do you expect from this man?
I'm currently on fire already, but we're fine. I had to get into character. You can't just have me. You have to have UnoptimizedFool.
Speaking of which, did you go to the grocery store and get that lemon juice?
No, I'm going actually to the store tomorrow. I'm getting chicken and creatine. I'm bulking up, chat.
Ooh.
It's bulk season, chat. I already look like I'm bulking, but I'm going even bigger, you know? So, but yeah, I'll get lemon juice, I swear.
I'm talking about. We're going to have to get you a wide cam.
Oh, man. So
this is going to be good.
Yep.
So props to Kid Death. He's the one that set all this stuff up, got us all kind of together and got the ideas flowing.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out.
You know, if you're not following him already, make sure you do. His other podcast is amazing.
All of us are following him. Huh?
Yeah. Now.
Everybody. Hey, yo.
It should be everyone, yes.
So
it's been a long time coming. It's hard to find people who have the same, not necessarily same background, but they're actually here to have fun. They're not professionalists. They're not elitists. You're here to enjoy a game, and that's what it is at the end of the day. It's for some, it's a job, true enough, but for others like us, you know, we probably work full-time jobs and got families and everything else that you do. So therefore, this is our way of just saying, hey, we have fun too, like everybody else does.
Yeah, the only
That's it,
thing professional about me is my suit. Okay, that's about it. That's where it starts and ends. Okay.
I can't claim anything professional. The most professional stuff that I got is all stuff that my wife made for me. So
Hey, she sees the dream. She sees
The support.
the vision.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what counts.
I mean, I
She
don't even
used
have
to
a
do
camera, so-
WoW with me, but she doesn't play anymore.
My wife also used to play WoW. She was a healer, but not anymore. Not anymore.
You said the right thing. That's a tough job when you got people like me around.
Well,
I'm
so the
just-
most
I'm just
notable
saying.
thing with my wife, because she always played a healer. When we first started in BFA, she was playing her shaman healer, and I wasn't using my defensives. So someone called me out about not using my defensives, and man, did she let me have it, because she's over here struggling to heal me in a mythic, and I'm not even using ignore pain, okay? That's how little defensives I was using.
Who needs them?
Wife
Right.
aggro was
Game
on two
mechanics?
fronts, man.
Well, we ignore mechanics most of the time, so
I don't even know what that. Yeah, I show up to raids. I don't even know what the fights are.
You can't even spell mechanics. You're a warrior, bro.
Yeah, I can't even read. So I'm just joining and seeing what's going on. I'm a warrior. I'm just going in, charging, and then once it's 30%, I'm executing. That's all I care about.
Hey, that's where the fun's at, you know?
That's what I want my
Yeah.
warrior to be, though. You know,
Yeah, I just don't like reading.
All
I
right,
don't want passive
so
warriors right here.
so we picked a topic for today. So anybody want to introduce what this topic is? I think Unoptimized would be the guy for that.
So, guys, everyone, chat, we are going to be rating 17 individuals on a tier list from S tier being the best tier ever made to I think it's F tier, right? The lowest of the low. And we're gonna have some wild takes here. We're gonna have some big names. We're gonna have some medium names and some small names here. So some of them you might know. Well, hopefully at least one of them you know. That would be weird if you don't. But yeah, we're gonna all give our takes on where they should be on the tier list, and I think we're gonna average them out. Like if someone, two people put S and two people put B, I think it's gonna go A, right? Is that how we have determined it?
Right about, yeah.
Am
That sounds
Am
good
I
to me.
screwing this
Yeah,
up totally, or is
I mean-
this good? Is this?
No, I mean if two
I mean,
people
it's
put
fair.
S and two people put B, he automatically goes C. So that's
Gotcha.
how we're gonna do that.
Oh, yeah.
S and C. Wait a minute. S and B should equal A, right? Not C. You're taking. Wait a minute. The math's not mathing right now.
To be fair, as a warrior, I don't know what's going on anyway. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
Like,
just
that's
auto accept that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
So-
one, defer to the not warriors in the group, my man.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're just
Death
leading
Knight Maid, I like to
negotiations.
play
What are you
tricks
doing?
on people, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bye-bye from Blue.
Did I miss anything?
No, you got it right.
I
Okay.
think
No,
you got
yeah,
it
you
right.
explained it the way Necro wanted it, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do we want to just dive straight into it?
Might as well.
Yeah, man, screw it. Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's do this screen share and bring up this tier list. And all right,
Oh, good.
who do we want to
Just
start
roll
with?
the dice, man. Where your spirit takes you.
You're an
Yeah.
all-star.
You got first pick. Since
All right.
Mhm.
you got
Yeah.
first pick.
All right. Well, we'll leave some of the more of controversial ones for a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I
couple, yeah.
will start with Susie, Pastor Susie. Personally,
Okay.
I think this guy's here. I love his energy. He's amazing. I've even got a chance to raid with him a few times. Always hyped. Always talking positive. Like he really gets into the community and like just makes it fun. I mean, personally, I enjoy watching him because, just the simple thing that you could be sitting there listening to him and he's like, oh man, that person's an S tier human being.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with him, I'm gonna be honest. The first time I saw him, I don't know what I was doing, but I was listening to him, and he stopped mid game and was like, you know what, we need to pray for this person. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then it just kept me going and kept me going. And I thought it pulled something out of me to let me know that he is like, he's with the people. He's not trying to be bigger than what he is. He like doing what he's doing. So I'm okay with that. I am really, really okay with that. Him being an S is perfectly fine with me. The only problem that I see that he has is that he hasn't hit mainstream yet. And I hope he does eventually, because the more people need to put eyes on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When you see him and you hear him and you're like, oh man, I can get behind this guy. And then when he starts telling you all the other stories, and then you see the other stuff he does outside of WoW, it's wholesome. I can't go wrong with him sitting at S.
Yeah, it's like I kind of agree too. I mean, like I wasn't familiar with him until like the list. I'm kind of new into the Twitch realm anyway, so it was kind of like I had to look him up and look at a few of his top clips and a few of his recent lives and stuff. But it was like he had such good energy that even my daughter walked in while I was like watching, and she was like, "Who's that guy?" And I was like, "All right, sit down." You know what I mean? Like he had really such good vibes, and I didn't have to worry about him like dropping certain bombs or anything like that. It was just like I immediately felt like, it's like, cool, man, this is like family friendly. Like my daughter liked it immediately. You know what I mean? Like immediately liked the vibe. So I was immediately sold just on that. Like regardless of any other underlying anything, like it was just super cool that my daughter walked in, just random vibes, and was just like, "Who's that?" And I was like, that was the first.
Yeah, like when I actually was first introduced to this individual when we were making the tier list, I was like, I don't know who this person was. So I did a bunch of research, and I might be biased since we both share the same faith, but it's just wholesome. I really enjoy. Also the lack of drama. Like I've been watching a lot of the videos. It's just lack of drama. Like a lot of WoW streamers or content creators milk the content and like try to like make drama out of stuff. Like obviously, sometimes he covers drama inside of World of Warcraft, but not like around people. And I think I enjoy that because sometimes it gets annoying. So for me though, I think I'm gonna put Pastor at A tier. I'm pretty picky with S tier. I believe personally only one person should be an S tier. So, but this is definitely an A tier. Yeah. A tier.
That's kind of a good take, to be honest with you. With the that's a good take.
It's controversial a little bit because people.
It is. So, like, I kind of do agree that, like, and it gets to a point where, like, I almost agree that if it gets to like, there's two people sitting on that throne. I mean, we gotta knock somebody down. You know what I mean? Like, they're it really needs to get to like, if we're getting, it's the same thing. If we have too many Fs, I mean, we got to give it some Bs and Cs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
true.
It's a great.
Yeah, we can't have a 20-man race of losers. You know what I'm talking about?
So what I'm hearing is that we're gonna put them out there, and if we end up with too many in that S or F category, we're gonna reevaluate.
We got to reevaluate ourselves.
Huh?
Yeah.
So as of right now, I'm hearing that Suzy has 3 S's and 1 A. So I'll leave him in the S category for right now.
That's democratic. I like it.
It makes me feel good karma wise. That the great energy is on S right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it feels right.
Yeah.
It's like even if he has to battle for the spots, like, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Who's wanting to pick next?
I am going to go with Hazelnutty Gaming.
Okay.
What can I say about her? But she is like the girlfriend that sits at home and has nothing to worry about. She just sits back. She has her cat. She plays her games, and her voice is calming. First of all, she's sitting there, and she's one of the ones. She does a lot of the collecting. When you think about it, she's the mount hunter, the pet, especially when it comes to pets. You see her; she's trying to find every pet, every pet. She's looking for all the new pets, or she's doing mount runs. Or she's just doing transmog. She plays the game because I'm not sure who she raids with, but she does have raiding experience because they do put out gaming guides based on some of the raids that they did, and it's just her voice is so, relaxing. It's easy on the ears if that's what you want to call it,
Yeah.
But the only thing that I think that people hurts with her is that I guess because of the communities that she's in, which I don't care about personally, but I see that being a downfall in this day and age, the way people are with everything, especially with other people that's on this list that we'll get to later on. But I would put her maybe a B.
Yeah. Yeah, like if I'll go next. Like I've been watching Hazel off and on for a couple years, and it's mostly like I mostly watch them for like a collection type of they collect a lot of different things in WoW, and I've been slowly trying to get into collection in WoW, so I've been trying to because sometimes she puts out videos on how to best farm some currency or whatever, and then I kind of also started watching her Saturday kind of news reviews that she does. And actually, funny enough, she was actually one of the main kind of what's the word I'm looking for, motivators for me doing my weekly content. Like at first I did on my personal channel, now I do it for the spotters. So that's why I'm probably going to put her at B, because lately her videos have been not hitting the mainstream recently. I'm not sure why. I mean, her quality hasn't decreased from I've seen. It's just she has like almost over 250,000 subscribers, but for some reason she's just, I guess, fallen off of like the pipe. I mean, she's still doing Blizzard interviews, so Blizzard still sees her as a content creator to push their agenda. So I don't know. That's why I put her as a B as well too. I agree with that B spot.
Yeah, I kind of land on B as well. So I kind of agree with Cadet though. It was I actually have written down, is it the frequency of her voice with a question mark? Because I was concerned. I was like, what is so common about this girl? It's not the emphasis, it's not anything, it's her cadence, it's her something, it's just her general vibe, right? But I like that she's, again, I am agreeing, because I like that it's not like this try-hard, super fast-paced, mythic pushing, the agenda, achievement hunting, that kind of thing. It's just a very, relaxed pace, doing your own thing, enjoying the game for what it is. You know what I mean? So it's very nice in that sense. But I think why she might have fallen off or something like that is that right now, as the pendulum swings, I think we're in that, kind of why the negativity is viewing a little bit, right? I guess that's where the pendulum sits right now, is that's where most of the views are coming from. So that's where everyone's leaning towards, you know what I mean? So as that pendulum swings, I think that, once a more calming, relaxing vibe hits with that pendulum, I think she would blow up in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Drama sells right now. Yeah.
It's just the same thing with Pastor, right? It's the same thing. So it's just not willing to give in to that drama and stuff might be why you're not popping off, but hold your fucking ground. You know what I mean? I don't think that you should let your ideals slip, especially those strong of ideals. Just wait it out, right? This negativity crap won't last forever.
True.
I agree. I would, like I said, like you guys, I agree with a solid B. I really wasn't aware of the name until we put the list together. But once we started putting the list together, I realized quickly that I'd watched several of the videos, like guides, dungeon guides, stuff like that, because of just calm, cool, collected, easy to listen to. But I would say honestly not super memorable to me.
That's fair.
It isn't anything that sticks out in my mind that I type thing. So that's why I would put a solid B on that one.
Yeah. It's I think it's just her voice that kind of adds to that generic. It's not like that she's generic, but just generic person talking about WoW, right? There's no I think it's her calming voice that adds that extra flair to her content. But sometimes we live in this age where we have to be yelling all the time, and the O faces and the thumbnails, and I just built the pyramid, it's craziness going on. And she's the opposite. She's like, hey guys, I'm just gonna talk to you guys. And it's almost like in a therapist session almost, it's like going to therapy. And sometimes people don't want that, but also sometimes people want that. So Yeah, exactly.
People
Some
might
people
not
just
want
need to
that, but a lot
slow
of people
down.
need that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like a good baseline. You should be able to be calm, relaxed, soothed,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. You should be. You shouldn't just be searching for like the Need for Speed squealy sounds with every bit of content that you get. You know what I mean? Let your brain relax a bit.
Yeah, get some brain rock going.
I mean,
Right.
so
You need that home-like feel. That's what
Yeah.
you need, like
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
you're at
about.
home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm home. It's quiet. It's peaceful.
I
You
agree.
got
And that's
this voice,
and that's
you got
where
this voice in your head, and it's just
yeah, and that's where Susie might have it. That edge on her is just that animated aspect of things, right? He's super animated. His voice fluctuates with volume and cadence. Like there's a lot of just the entertainment value that he has. Just, I mean, I don't want to
But
say
it's
just
like
that,
that.
but his voice is just so much more demanding.
It's just, but also like even though he brings out his voice a bit, it's still calm though. It's not like crazy. Like
Exactly. Yeah, it's not neurotic.
watch a Mr. Beast video, right, where he's just like, I donated 7 pyramids to this one country. It's like he's screaming at me. It's like, get away from me. You know, it's like, just stop. I don't want to be here. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
I can pick one.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick. Let's talk about One Azeroth TV because I found out about One Azeroth TV when I was pushing Mythics and WoW, and at first I did not like One Azeroth TV. I would have put Azeroth in D tier because he just does Mythic Plus all day. He does high keys, and I thought he was the embodiment of like the toxic culture that comes with Mythic Pluses, right? But when I started listening to his takes, because he has some crazy takes with like Mythic Plus and a little bit of elitism sprinkled on top of that, right? When you do 13s and 14s and 15s all day, you have this elitism to you just naturally. But over time, I'm starting to get better at Mythics. I'm starting to get good guys. Don't worry. And I can understand his takes, but he does come off as pretty abrasive. Like he used to do other content with other people on his channel, but now it's just him doing mythics all day on YouTube. He has no Twitch presence. So honestly, for me, I'm still like he's not D tier, but he's not like high up there. Like he just does mythics all the time. And honestly, I have this big problem with people who just run mythics all day on stream for like 8 to 10 hours because they just sit there, stare at their camera, and they don't do anything else, and they're like, "Oh, I died. Oh, I got a new cloak." Like it's just kind of boring to me. Like I think it's boring WoW content. So I'm gonna put One Azeroth TV. I'm still kind of sour about it if you haven't noticed. I'm gonna put him on C category. He's not D, but he's definitely C just because it's just mythic spam all day content. And he does come out with a guide every once in a while, but it's mostly mythic plus with his streams on YouTube.
I'm gonna kind of almost lean on your original one, man. I almost kind of want to lean on him being D. And it's almost for the exact same reasons that you mentioned. So it was like he's really only just like a pocket pro, right? Like so he's really good at mythics, but even looking at like his YouTube channel and stuff, it's not it doesn't really like it's not like I want to go and click through all of his clips, man. Like it looks like it's all of the same thing, same angle, same take, same take, same take, same take. Like, and I know that's not it, but I know that I had no desire to click through like 5 of the exact same looking videos about mythics, right? So it was one of those like, show me something else, like a good achievement, something you're happy about, something, you know what I mean? Anything, like a mount drop, show me something. But it was just a lot of the same kind of reiteration of the same, just very small subcategory pocket, which he is very good at. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He's way better at mythics than I am.
Oh, for sure. For me too.
For sure. But like it's just one of those, we're doing this as like a content creator streamer list in that respect. I taking like if his skill was enough to put him at a C tier, I could see the argument, but like as the overall list, I would put him at D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest and frank with everything when it comes to him. I have this thing about people who do one specific content, and that's what they do. When you sit here and you get on and you start streaming Mythic Pluses at 7:00 in the evening, I go to bed and wake up at 2:30 in the morning, and you're still streaming Mythic Pluses. It's a problem.
Yeah.
That means you're a one trick pony.
I love Honey
At
and
the end of the day, that's all you have. You don't have anything outside of I'm just mythic. Like in my other guild that I'm in, there is a group of them, and after we raid every night,
on like toast.
they're on there till I get up in the morning to go to work.
That's crazy.
Doing mythic pluses for what? You've cleared the raid. You've already got your mythic plus achievement. So what are you doing? I don't like that. That bothers me a whole lot especially when it comes to a game that has so much to offer.
True.
Everybody, there's too much to do and sit around, and then that's what you get. I'm sorry. He right now he's sitting at a D for me person. Just on that. I can't see myself like me. I play, even though I don't PvP, I will get in there just for, ha-has and he-he's every now and then. I don't do that.
Oh, baby!
So, he sits at a D for me. It's good that that's what you like to do, but there's more to this game than just that. That's why when, like Swifty, I've seen him, Bajira, they do all the content. Yeah, they do focus in other things, but that's your bread and butter, but you still do other things. I don't want to hop on and the first thing I see is that's what you're doing all the time.
And might I add too, there was one time I was watching his live stream and he was streaming for around 12 hours and he completed, I think, around 30 mythics and he only timed 2 of them because people were leaving but he was still playing. I'm like, it's chaos. Like after the 3rd failed key, I'm done for the day. I'm gone. I'm playing some other game. I'm playing a mobile game. I'm done.
It's just an idle game. It's going on the counter.
Yeah.
So,
Candy Crush. I'm ready.
For me, I moved him down to a D tier because I would, based on most of the stuff I've watched from him and the guides I've watched from him, the only reason he's not an F tier for me is the fact that he's got some decent blood DK guides.
Oh, here it is.
Some decent blood DK guides. Other than that,
class bias.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I won't stand for it.
We need to investigate Necro for corruption.
It's got, most of his videos are just monotonous to me. And you got a 4-hour mythic review, and I'm like, I can't even watch 15 minutes of this.
Yeah, where's the brain rot?
Who's got 4 hours to sit there and watch somebody else play a game and not be live and be able to interact with them? That not gonna fly with me. So I'm comfortable leaving him at a D tier because that's what I would rate him, just because he is a blood DK main. Okay.
Okay.
Do you see this?
I'm screen recording right now.
We're gonna have to remember this. Yeah.
Chat, clip this, please. Thanks.
Well, it happens. Okay. All right, Siege, you're up with the next one.
I'm gonna go with. Who am I gonna go with? Such a good list still, too, eh?
I know. There's a lot of good ones.
I'm gonna throw some. I'm gonna go Sardako.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I like this guy a lot. So he has like a background in like videography and like he knows all of his stuff when it comes to the hardware of. So he's super high quality. He always has been and stuff. But the guy is a raid leader, is what he is, man. He's the best. He's even quoted saying that's his favorite thing to do. Just go in and run raids and lead them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's super knowledgeable, calm, collected. He'll call out class skills. He'll call you out by name if you have to. I was lucky enough to run in hardcore with him. He had a shaman tank that he was going all the way to 60 with. He wanted to tank Molten Core with the shaman. And I did Scarlet Monastery with him on my priest. And it was weirdly smooth. It was safe. It was smooth. I was watching his stream. He was shouting us all out. It was just a good time overall. You know what I mean? But I think I'm going to put him, honestly, as an A.
A tier, okay.
Yeah, because his knowledge, his quality, the consistency of how when he's live, he's always clipping, everything like that. huge fan of this guy. I am honestly kind of weirded out why he doesn't have a bigger following, but I think it's because he did a big season to discovery push and stuff along those lines. So he ran the hardcore train and he was in OnlyFans. He was right up there with the big dogs and stuff, but I just don't know why he hasn't popped off the same way. So I put him in A, and it is biased because he's cool.
I think when you say raid lead, I love that because it's an integral part of the game. First of all, because
hell yeah,
it's we're all raiders here. Let's be honest. You look forward to a new raid tier every time they start talking about it. As soon as it's mentioned a new raid tier coming, everybody's like, okay, what we gotta do? It's not even yapping. It's like, okay, we gotta finish this because you gotta get your heroic before it's over with. You have to have that. You gotta get your header. You gotta get your header of curve. If you
2 more bosses. We only need 2 more bosses.
We're getting there. But and to have someone that will tell you and talk to you and try to help you and entertaining at the same time is a plus. It's really good to have him there. So I mean, like you said earlier, it's more his visibility, like you said, is not there where it should be. You know, when you have people that do that, those are the people that fall by the wayside. The ones that's actually making the good content, doing the things to make the game actually be positive and where it needs to be at. And we need more people like him in there as well. That's an easy A for me.
I think for this content creator, I'll go next. I actually didn't know about this creator at all until the list was. There's a couple again. I've talked about this. There's a couple, but honestly, like just going through his content, he obviously loves World of Warcraft. He does, especially he dived into SOD. And obviously SOD is now over, so that kind of feels bad, right? And obviously, right now, there's an elephant in the room, guys. As WoW creators, we should be playing not WoW, but RuneScape, right? That's the new meta for World of Warcraft streamers and content creators. But he's obviously jumping to that trend as well too. But which makes sense. I mean, he's definitely got a lot more views just going there. So it's a weird time for WoW streamers, but it just seems like he really enjoys WoW, and you guys kind of talked about how you're surprised that he's not large enough. I think he was in OnlyFans, but I think there's a lot of big guys and girls in OnlyFans, and I think he was accidentally just in the shadow, right? Because there's so many big people that were playing. Like Tyler One jumped into.
We could make our whole own list on OnlyFans streamers ranked.
Yeah.
Just purely soda poppins, grubbins, grubby, all of them.
We'll save that for a later episode.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
That'll be a later episode.
I think there was just like a big shadow cast on some smaller creators, but and obviously, you'll get some publicity for that, but the big ones are still going to soak it in, right? But overall, I see boss guides. I love that type. Again, I see a variety of content, like reviewing people playing tanks, just talking about other people, tier lists, right? The content's there, and again, definitely made me subscribe, right? So I put him as a B tier just because I've just been introduced to this individual, so don't know too much about him. So I usually do, if I don't know too much about someone like that streams or does content, but their content on a surface value seems great, I put them as B as default. So I'll put as B. Yeah.
So I'm gonna agree with the rating of an A tier. I've watched Sardako off and on. Okay. Quality is amazing. And the fact that he's not super mainstream, to me, makes him even more relatable because he hasn't let that affect anything. His quality's still there. His attitude's still there. I've seen quite a few WoW streamers, not to mention any names, change up their whole demeanor because they just aren't hitting that high top quality number anymore. So personally, I'd keep him at an A tier just because he's overall amazing at what he's doing.
I just think we need more people like him, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
really do. For just not for the community in itself, you need more people that's going to help other people get better. You know,
Right.
It's not about, like I said, it's not about being an elitist. But the one thing that we always do with this whole game that we play is we're always trying to get better every time we play it. You know, learning a
True.
new trick or a new way to pull a room or something to make the game easier but still keep it challenging.
Hmm.
So, you know, that's why I'm really good with him being
I
A.
upgraded to yellow a while ago.
So I have something to admit. I found out not
Uh-oh.
that long ago that if you run 10s consistently, you're one of like the top tier gamers. And I personally thought 10s were just like, okay, that's normal. So
Yeah, I think you're in like
evidently
the
I
top
was
5% of players, right? I think that's what it is.
yeah,
like-
well, and I was told that because I was saying, "Oh, it's just a 10, it's no big deal," that I was being an elitist, and I was like, "Wait, hold up."
Yeah, see.
No, you're not being an elitist. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not.
I mean, they just
Nowhere
feel
near.
normal to me, but whatever.
Yeah. It's just the comfort zone, right? Moves, you know,
Mhm.
that's what happens. You go up in the mythics and your comfort level just kind of shifts, right? So it's like, I think elitism only comes from when you know your skill and you know your skills better than other people, and then you use that to leverage your skill on other people. I think that's elitism. I think you accidentally saying, "Oh, a 10's easy," because you don't know that only like 5% of players get to that. You know that. I think it's 5%. It could be wrong. Fact check me, but
So
I
you're
think
saying that
exactly.
pulling in an undergeared priest to a high key would be an elitist kind of move?
Sadistic, maybe.
What's your definition of undergeared freeze?
I
Yeah, what's
was
that
what
level?
629 in a 9 theater of paint.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's not just
Will
pain.
you want to talk about that, Necro? You not elitist Sir Feller over there?
I think Necro's just into. I think just into pain, theater of pain. You know.
He
Wants to see you
it
in
was
pain.
a thing. It
In
was a
my
thing.
defense, first off, thank you, Juke, for the raid. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody for stopping in.
Appreciate it.
And on second note, you named your priest traumatized. Okay, I was just trying to make it live up to its name.
Wow.
So, okay, let's talk
Truth
about that for a
comes
second, 'cause
out.
that was wicked. So I had an undead priest named Traumatized, and I used the title The Patient. So it was an undead priest, Traumatized the Patient. It was clever. It wasn't supposed to be direct in relation to me.
What do we watch?
It's clever. I'll give you that. Traumatize the patient. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Undead
Actually,
priest,
that's
you know? Yeah, come on.
That's smart.
Hey, it
That's
makes
smart.
a lot of sense. I
Clever
get
as
it.
hell. And then I get
And-
sucked into this crap.
But Necro is
Well-
like, I'm gonna just interpret it my way. Actually,
To make
Absolutely.
we did complete it. Just to
We
point
did.
that out, we did complete it.
We did. Absolutely. We didn't
Yeah,
time
30-something
it, but we
deaths.
completed it.
We're all right.
yeah, we were there. Yeah, that's-
It was there. But in my defense, that was also a push by another individual in the group, you know, point out like Casper, you know?
Both yous.
Yeah, it's
Drama.
true.
What it is.
So let's move on to the next one so we can start talking about me causing you trauma.
There we go. Good segue.
It'll come back around. You watch. There's lots left on that list, sir.
We're rating top
Just-
WoW streamers.
We I think is it Siege that's picking now, or is it Necro?
No, I
think
just
it's
picked Sir
it's
Necro.
me.
Oh, I'm losing my mind.
So to get into this one, I'm gonna go with my honorable mention on the list.
Okay.
So
See
Dark
who flies this
Mech.
last one, cheating this one.
Hey,
Dark Mech.
hey, guess. I will rate Dark Mech for me S tier, hands down.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Yeah. For
You
me.
can put him up there with Susan. You go and cause a ruckus up there.
Hey, well, so I have personal experience. When I first started streaming, I reached out to a bunch of different people, just asking for words of advice, tips, anything that, you know, any thoughts that they had. Not a single one, and I'm talking about non-big name streamers, not a single one of them reached back out. Okay? But Dark Mech took time, he messaged me, and not even just like short little messages. He wrote paragraphs, he answered any question that I had, And on top of that, number one blood DK tank for the longest time. So
There it is again. One right after the other, isn't it? Oh my lord.
Chat, there's a theme.
Heavens to best. Are we all right? Are we doing this?
Do that.
I'm just saying, I thoroughly enjoyed his content. He's also, you know, Siege. He's a 911 guy who holds down a full-time job doing that for Australia. Okay.
I know he's an Aussie. He's getting an A for me regardless, just because he's an Aussie and I love him to death and I work with him closely and I love him, but it's here and there. Keep it.
I understand, but that's why I chose him as my, you know, honorable mention. He's not a small streamer, but he's not a super huge streamer either, you know. So
That makes sense.
that's my take. You guys go with it.
I mean, I can't be mad because again, there are people out there. There are these big names that are out there. Well, I wouldn't say big names, but there are these semi-pro players, if that's what we want to call them, that don't mind helping the smaller people out. I will never in my lifetime consider myself a professional gamer. I might game all the time, but I'm not a professional gamer. Just saying.
Yeah, I get that.
But at the same time, matter of fact, last week when we was in the raid, I was playing on my Pally, which I don't normally raid with most of the time. But since it's toward the end, she's kind of geared. Okay, let's try to get some stuff done. There was a person in there, I can't even think of the name, and I wish I could remember their name. But they was like, hey, just try changing this up or changing this up. And I'm like, okay. You're never too old to learn. That's the first thing you have to get out of our. That's the first thing you got to get out your head when you're playing this game, because every week it's always going to be something new, no matter how you look at it. So I like people like that.
Yeah.
So I can easily go A. I can't put them with Susie just yet, because I mean, you know, when you hit S, that's like you're like top 0.5% or something like that. Ain't too much gonna mess with you.
I mean, it's 1-for-1 right now. He's technically still up there unless Susie can put a good fight up. You know what I mean?
Technically, you said A, so I was kind of going with it.
There were certain things I didn't know he did the wee woos too.
Okay.
He's A+ just for that. So like I mean,
that's tough.
But it's a weird one for me. So I love him, man. I didn't know about him until like it was your honorable mention. I didn't know about him, so I watched him for a little bit, and I fucking love Aussies, man. Like we had a bunch of Aussie paramedics come in, and man, I love them. I love them. They're amazing human beings. Every single one of them's a gem. Some of them are a little tumbled and stuff, and they're a little jagged around the edge. Like it's nothing.
And their accents alone are amazing, you know.
Oh my! Oh no! I love it. They're all just such weird, beautiful little humans, and they consider Canadians snow Aussies, and I love that, and I think that we got it's you know I can't put them above Susie though. It just
yeah.
I know that. In my brain, if I were to say like content creator, streamer, just like how I ranked one Azeroth D for that reason, I think I'd almost have to give him the edge on Susie in that regard if I were to hold true.
Wow.
Just because I think that he, in current as like kind of like, you know, why Hazelnutty sits at B and not A, I think as the pendulum swings, I think he's just more suited right now for 2025 to hold that S tier over Susie. Could change. But I think that in right now, if he were to put out he just might have that much more content outreach.
Okay.
Respect.
Okay.
I feel weird about it, but I don't know, man.
So you leaving him an S?
No, I'm just come back to me for a minute.
Yeah.
So give me a second to think.
Oh my goodness.
Yo. Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Hey, look, let's take a second and take a peek at the Ponics and the gifted subs.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
Look at
that.
that. We got a hype train going on in here. See, look at me. Like,
Yo, Pawn,
time
you're
to think
crazy.
about my
Go. That's amazing.
Somebody trying to pay bills around here today.
hey,
Gee,
girls,
there you
turn
go.
my lights on.
Well, I guess my next one. Oh, I wanted to save this person toward the end, but
Well, you still got to rate you still got to rate this guy.
I did.
No, he already did. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
So
yeah.
the only
He
one
put
that
him
wouldn't
A.
give. So we still
I'm-
gotta wait on unoptimized, don't we?
Oh yeah, I
Sure.
wanna my rating. So let me give you. I didn't hear about this person until the again, one of the people that I didn't hear about until this ranking started, and so it's not an S tier for me or A tier actually, because I believe that Dark is in method, and I'm not a particular big fan of method when it comes to the world's first race. Just because one NA, forever, gonna go liquid, and plus method actually is a little controversial. Had some drama in the last couple of years, and I find people who stayed with that organization a little. Obviously, it's loyalty, but it's always takes away some of their social credit when I hear they have stayed and participate with the method leadership.
Does it help any that he's been in all of the organizations, and the fact
It
that he's
does.
like he's also
It's
like
weird.
the mythic tank? He does the broadcasting for the Race to Worlds first, sometimes for Method, sometimes for Liquid, but
Yeah.
he
So
does
that's
more
fine,
so
yeah.
mythics.
Yeah, and like looking at his content, like he's not scared to like branch out. Like he did a a marathon. She was just recently. He didn't get many views, but like he's still like he definitely experiments with content. I love seeing that with content creators, just experimentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite of like one Azeroth TV does, right? And I think my rating for Dark Mech would be B tier.
Okay.
Because again, new to my radar, but again, I see method but I also see experimentation, so I think it's B. Closer to A, but it's definitely B for those still.
So that would put him
It's happy.
solidly at an A, even without
Mhm.
Siege saying anything.
Yeah, I was leaning on A anyway. It was just the debate.
Makes sense.
It's
I can
heavily-
understand it. All right, so let's go to Kid Death's one. I think this one's going to be a fun one.
Mhm.
Well, it's the one guy we all love to hate.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
There's a few of those on this
know,
list, to be honest with you.
No, I think he's the worst of the bunch.
Oh,
And
Bryce.
we all know who he is. We know his name's Asmongold.
Oh. We're
Ooh,
going there.
Yeah, we're going there.
Big dog comes out.
Yeah, we finna get him off the list now because I'm tired of looking at his name.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not that.
Yellow, you hear us?
I remember when he first started, he was good. He did his little things.
Oh,
I
guess
mean,
so.
Blizzard actually took a
I
cue
hear
from
you.
him when they came up during the anniversary celebration with the
I
transmog
know,
contest
I hear you in
and the
both.
mount offs when they put that in there. I know that was basically them looking at him for what he was doing. Okay, fine. You got that. That's okay. But when it comes to everything else about how you felt like you could make a better game than Blizzard and
Oh, wait,
all
what's
the
going on?
different things that you
Oh, we
just
have an extra friend. Okay,
I'm not even gonna go to the other stuff. I'm just looking at the stuff that's in Blizzard that he's done and said about them.
I'm not gonna lie,
and
I'm scared out of my skin.
his takes on how the game should be because he wants it a certain way.
Their names will pop up above
You
it.
know, if you ever watch one of his streams and he's running a raid, his favorite thing, can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that? No, you can't because I need it.
No,
But if
I
you-
hear feet, I hear feet. Run,
And then
run.
if you don't give it to him, he kicks you out of the raid. They start talking about you now. It's a whole different story.
There's someone else on this list that does the same thing.
And I'm like, at some point, they have
Holly
to.
Moses.
I can't say they have to, but stuff like that is detrimental to this game that I love so much. You know, I watched
She's
him because
coming right
he was
after
a
us,
friend of
Yellow.
somebody
But
else
then
that I
she's
watched, so I
facing
thought
us.
it was kind of the similar content. But then
Coming
once
back
I
for you.
started
Oh,
seeing
that
him,
kid.
the way he bashes the game, the way he bashes the devs, I have friends that are developers that work on games,
You have a message.
and
Mhm.
to hear how he talks about them, about developers in general,
Oh, no.
I can't get with that. Then every time a raid tier comes out, you say, "Oh, I don't like this raid tier because it's not doing anything for me. It sucks. My DPS sucks." Well, learn to play the game.
I get so scared.
the right way versus
Also, I'm
feeling.
really quite loud.
It's hard for me. I'm sorry. It's just like
Hear from that hip
I
song.
don't think that he has a place. Well, he doesn't play anymore, thank God. But he sticks his head in every now and then. But he's just one of those people that you can't. You don't need to listen to if you really love this game, or if you're trying to get better, or you want something positive about this game. The story makes no sense. How does she do this? This cutscene looks this and that. I'm just like everything after. I want to say Battle for Azeroth when he was still playing. From that point through Dragonflight, everything he has said has just been detrimental and negative toward this game, and I just no. That's just something I just He's I hate giving people F's because I don't want to call him a failure, but if you look in the dictionary when it comes to WoW, he's a failure. Yeah, he's influential to a certain extent, but to the point where it's becoming negative now.
Yeah.
Even outside of WoW, it's negative. I can't do it. I just cannot do it at this point.
All right. So first rating is an F.
There
You're
it
more
is.
generous than I feel like.
Yeah.
Boy, that's the lowest thing on the list. You can't go anything low. I mean,
Just dissolves on stream.
I'm gonna let Unoptimized go first.
He is the Rat King, right? So like I think kid, you really knocked down the head. Like before BFA, when you watch Asmongold, like he lives in a pigsty. He's a millionaire, but he lives in this like shack right in Texas. Yeah, and like when I first started watching him, I enjoyed his content because he was kind of the bad boy on the streaming side. He's like he ninja loots, he talks bad about people, like he was like that. He was kind of the bad boy on the block. He was kind of the edgy guy, right? And back then it was kind of cool, but now, first of all, he doesn't even play WoW anymore, guys. He's a React streamer. I won't even talk about any of his takes outside of WoW because that's just not what this is. But when it comes to WoW, you get up to the point where he was a grub before streaming, and then now that he had a following, he was a bigger grub because now he could just have people send him rare battle pets. Like, because again, he's a collector. He has a lot of the game completed. He's, back in the day, he had a lot of great achievements in the game, and he was a no-lifer. He basically, he said he had no life. He just went and played games all day. He's definitely, in his mom's basement, but reality is in its mom's attic, right? Because that's where he lives. But he's obviously. And honestly, he doesn't play WoW, so that's why I'm putting him in the D tier. It's because I believe the S and F should only have one person. I have another person for F tier, so hold. But I think the biggest thing I have for Asmongold being the D tier is because one, he doesn't play WoW anymore. He just comes in for the clicks and the views, plays the games, rats on it, and then personally attacks developers, right? Because again, I'm a game developer myself, and sometimes the things that we make are not the things that we want to make. It's the things that the people that hold all the money want you to make. And then all of a sudden now you're doxing designers with families. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, he's definitely a D tier because he's just turned into the people used to make fun of on the internet. So that's my take.
Yeah, I think if we would have made this list years and years and years ago, it probably would have been a little bit different. He would have been up there, challenging the throne a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Like he just, even out of shock value itself, he would have had more of a leg to stand on. But it's like, it's hard to, I don't think there's a single person that plays WoW that doesn't know who that guy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Each and every single one of us probably had to look up who's on the list already to certain degrees. Every single fucking one of us knew who this man was, and we have known about him for years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's kind of a tricky one, man. Like for me, I hate to say it, he's like the most professionalist of trolls to ever exist in the WoW scene. Like he truly is. And I almost it's almost like we fed the troll. You know what I mean? Like this is his creation's our fault.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost unfair to give him a bad ranking for it. Shit. But I guess holding still true to just the WoW content creator streamer list, their power rankings based on that. I think he's fallen off, but I would still almost creep him up to a C. I think that I put more weight on just his, like, I don't want to call it his legacy because it sounds fucking terrible. He's like the most high functioning troll I've ever seen in my life. So it's hard to say that the man just left behind a WoW legacy, but it's weird that he kind of did in a weird way. So like I think that he should have C because at least the years that he was decent, you know, and it was kind of in the heyday of WoW when you think about it, right? So
I'm coming from the place of what have you done for me lately?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I hate to use that song and everything too, but you haven't
For real.
done anything for me lately in World of Warcraft.
True.
Yeah.
He has
For real.
abandoned us.
Yet you're bread and butter for so many years.
You know what? And there are some that are on this list that have been around for as long as he has, and you know have at least not have delved that deep into the troll cave. So I might actually lean a little bit more on D because of that, because like how Necro said before, it's easy to see when that kind of gets to somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's like a rut, and it's a really difficult one to have to ever work your way out of because it's one that has incentive attached to it. So it's hard to knock anybody for it. He's well off. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to knock him in that sense.
Right.
As a healthy human being with a long, healthy life, I have no idea about that. But I mean, like, you know, generally speaking, he's better off. He could buy all my bills, you know.
For me, there is personally something I would personally do with him is take him and put him all the way down here and just kind of like delete him from the list
Wow.
completely.
Wow.
I don't even
Wow.
think he
He
deserves
hurt you.
an F tier.
Wow. Let's hear this.
This is gonna be spicy.
So you guys know me. I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty collected. I like to be chill. I also don't like a lot of drama. And that's what this guy feeds off of. He's that shock value streamer. And I'm just not for that. I've tried watching some of his videos. One, they're so scattered and I have trouble following it. My ADHD takes over and I'm like, this is boring. And he doesn't even do WoW content really anymore. I don't even think he deserves to be on the list, let alone being talked about in WoW circles anymore. Because he's a troll. He's a well-paid troll and probably top tier trolls. And if we were doing a troll list, he'd be S+ tier. But
Yeah.
other than that, nope. I'm done. I don't do it.
Also, Chad, I just want to say one thing. Yeah, blue cheese, disgusting. Thank you.
Oh yeah, anybody that is an enjoyer of that needs to like get gone with it entirely. Like it
You
has no
two
business being
both
nowhere.
suck because I love blue cheese. So
No, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. What's wrong?
I plead the fifth. I don't like or deny, so it's just if
That's
it's
an
there,
F
it's there.
tier. Yeah,
If it's-
Necro,
if
you're on
it's
the
there,
F tier
it's
now.
there.
all right. So are we comfortable leaving Asmongold at a D tier?
You have quite the strong stance.
Honestly, I mean, we had some like the F tier opinions are strong, and like the only reason I don't put Asmongold as an F tier is because I have someone saved for that spot. And again, I hold S tier as only one person and F tier being one person, and I think we all know who it is.
All right. I'm gonna put Asmongold at F tier for right now, and then
Yeah,
we'll
that's
have
fair.
that debated conversation later because I already know
That's
who
a
you're
funny-
going for.
Hey, like I think I already know it. I'm
Oh, I know exactly who it is. But
hilarious. I never even thought about it. But okay.
so moving on to the next person, Unoptimized. Do you want to go with your next pick?
So I'm not gonna go with the one that I think is gonna be the lowest of the low. I'm gonna go with someone that's pretty high in my books, honestly, and it's SFan TV. Now, SFan TV was a classic Andy, just played a bunch of classic private servers all before Classic came out in 2019. But he was never on Twitch. Obviously, you can't stream on Twitch on any of these private servers. It's against TOS. But when Classic servers came live, he dominated the Classic theme, and he's a paladin through and through. He's just a very joyous person. He actually just recently lost a lot of weight, so good for him. And he's just like, obviously he is in OTK, which was full of some drama, but out of everyone, and he was associated with Asmongold, right? And he is part of Starforge Systems, but he's very wholesome. he's always joyous. Again, on stream, again, I don't know him personally, but his content's great to watch. He just makes a lot of joy in classic, and I think for me anyway, he's definitely an A tier content creator for World of Warcraft because he was grinding WoW when it wasn't like on the private servers because again he didn't like retail, so
He did play
Uh,
retail for a while. You're right.
yeah, he did dabble, right, but not as much as classic.
Let's give a shout out to the Wolf raid that we just got in.
Yeah, we
Thank
did
you,
that.
Shadow Wolf, coming in with your 13 people. Appreciate you stopping in, bringing in all the fun. So thank you for
Nice.
joining us on our WoW streamer
That was yapping.
rating.
I was
Be a
yapping.
blast. So, what do you rate him as? I'm sorry, I missed that. I got distracted. Okay,
A tier for me.
A tier. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll go next since I'm already talking. Really didn't know anything about this guy until you put him on the list. To be honest with you, 100%. Got a couple detractors for me. You know, being associated with Asmongold kind of puts the damper on it for me. But I would say a solid B tier because his content's great. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's not that shock value streamer. He does do some things that are a little outside of the normal,
Mhm.
but he's not that, you know. I have to choose my words a little bit more wisely because I was about to make a comment that would get me in trouble. So I'm gonna leave it with he's an A tier.
Make the comment. Make the
Ooh.
comment. Make the comment. Make the comment.
Okay, all right. I'll make the comment. He's not gonna chug a gallon of milk on stream. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Hey,
Oh boy,
He does stream well a little bit, not as much as he used to.
chat. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
But I would keep him at a solid A tier. I can agree with that wholeheartedly.
Actually, quick thing though. Pon says he doesn't stream WoW anymore. Is that true? haven't
He
been
has taken a
keeping-
back
Yeah,
seat
he
from
not
streaming
recently
WoW.
at all. He jumped into I remember when he jumped into Undermine. That might have even been the last time he played, to be honest. But he was super sold on Undermine. He thought it was slick. He was like, man, they banged it out of the park on this one. You know what I mean? Like Undermine was a slick zone.
I feel like right now the meta isn't for WoW streamers is not even play WoW anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like they're playing RuneScape. They're doing other games. Like 'cause right now, it's kind of an off thing for WoW at this point with the end of the season. But I didn't know that about S-Fan.
but you
Still-
know, in 2
still
weeks,
A tier.
everybody
Yeah,
will be
man.
back again.
Oh yeah, they'll be like making top
They'll be
10
back in
tier
2
lists.
weeks, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if this was like a WoW Legends list, like he's top. Like for me, because I'm a classic guy. I'm new back into retail. Like I've been playing classic forever. Like so, I'm familiar with him back when it was like Lights Hope servers and stuff like that. Right? Like it was all these servers kept getting shut down, and we were all just jumping around on these classic servers trying to keep vanilla alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
was
yeah.
super, super, super fun. Like that, I was there for that. Like the chase of the vanilla server that was going to be the one. You know what I mean? And then when they came out with classic, obviously it broke the fucking internet, right? So like it just went nuts, and like people that never played WoW before in their life were going like, well, that's obviously banging. You know what I mean? So like. I put him as A. I do because I was classic for the longest time, so I would honestly put him as like S if he was still doing it. If he was still going as actively as he was, he would take it
Yeah.
for me, and that's biased because I'm way more of a classic fan than I am a retail fan. But I think legendary status. I think like when you talk about like WoW Hall of Famers and stuff like that, there's like 2 people on this list I would say would be in the runnings, and he's one of them.
Number one Hall of Fame will always be for me is Leroy Jenkins. I'm sorry. Most memorable moment ever.
It's the name of the museum. You know what I mean? You have to run in. There's no walking thing. Like there's there's a little thing that makes you run.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always Leroy. No
You're gonna jump through the door like it's like an instance, just in case you get tripped on the other side. You know, you gotta be safe.
Okay, so who's next?
So we're good with him staying at an A tier.
Yeah, I think we're all good with it.
All right,
Definitely.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so that means Siege, it's your time to bring somebody up.
I'm gonna pull out my honorable mention, and I'm gonna put out Shobek.
All right.
I'm a huge fan of this guy. So like when it was like the classic rebirth, when it came to like actual classic, it was supported by Blizzard, blah blah blah. That's when I started follow. Like this guy on a rogue is another level. Like it's even if he didn't have the perfect role play to go with it, with the bunkai, and he just he toys with people the entire time. Like it's beautiful to watch. And I put him as an A, unwavered. Like I think that he's perfectly in the middle of A.
Mhm.
I think he should get a little bit more of a following, but he's just so committed to that role. To that, like if you even watch, he has like an 11-minute like YouTube clip, and it's just him just dummying people in world PvP. It's so funny to watch. It is so funny because he's in roleplay the entirety of that time. So it's honorable just to hold that as like a character for that long. So I give him A, man. That's dedication, and he's super talented on that rope.
All right, so I'm assuming this is his icon right here.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so you put him at A tier.
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right.
I'll fight you.
Hey, no, you okay?
I have a different opinion.
You better stretch.
So it's not. I don't have him as A tier. I don't have him as S tier. I have him actually at
that's
B
fighting
tier.
words.
But no,
We're
not
already gonna
because
fight.
he's. Oh yeah, we're already tussling. I love the fact that he is bringing back like open world PvP, and it has like this own flavor to it. Like because I didn't actually know the name when we were putting this list together, but then when I saw the content, I'm like, I saw this person on shorts. Like I would just be doom scrolling, and I would see him just role playing open, like in Stranglethorn Vale, just absolutely destroying someone in character, and I always enjoyed him. Right, so I'm glad that I know his name now because I actually subscribed. Right, but I put him as a B tier for me, just because again, new person on my radar. And of course, now obviously he's one of the streamers that is going to RuneScape right now because that's the flavor of the month.
Mhm.
And maybe I'm gonna criticize people for doing that, right? I'm gonna be that guy saying, if maybe I'm addicted to the game and maybe I play this game too much, chat. But I feel like if you're just playing RuneScape because Soda Poppin', Mr. Daddy's playing the game, maybe you should reconsider. I mean, if you have if you actually want to play RuneScape, you should have played it earlier. I mean, I came from RuneScape and then played World of Warcraft, so I get that people want to play old games and maybe it's interesting, but chasing the flavor of the month always kind of stinks for me. So that's why it's B tier for me. Again, good guy, good content, but flavor of the month detected. Controversial.
Fair.
You're right about the flavor of the month part.
Yeah.
I'll give you that because it's not just that now. It's like anytime that we go through a dry period, let's say in between patches, that month or two in between patches, every WoW player disappears.
Mhm.
Except for those that are just hardcore dedicated to the game. They're there. But I kind of agree with you to a certain extent like that. That kind of hurts your validity as a WoW streamer. You don't run from it when there's nothing to do. You find something to do.
Mhm.
You make your own content. And I think that's the only reason I would put him at a B.
Okay.
Because everybody does that. It's a lot of them that do that. I haven't, the people that I see at A right now, they haven't ran from the content. They still find a way to do. I mean, S-Fan, he might no longer plays, but when there wasn't nothing to do, I remember him doing classic videos of everybody. They would have literally contests sitting in the middle of freaking crossroads, and he'll literally live stream and then green screen himself into the picture, him talking to the people who won. And I was like, see, that's how you create content through a dry spell. You don't run from stuff. You find a way to make it interesting still. And as much as, like we say, he's associated with that other person,
He should not be named. Is he fucking Baltimore?
The Baltimore.
I'm just saying, I don't like mentioning his name because of what he stands for now. So yeah, you're right. He can be
Yeah.
him who shall not be named. But
Oh, I love it.
but
I love that.
Asmon's Voldemort is the best thing.
Yeah.
so that's why I'm like, I can put him at a B. I understand why you put him at an A. I get it. But for me, and I guess Optimized, we kind of on the same wavelength when it comes to that. Because a lot of, if you see the people that's above him or right at the same level, they haven't ran from the content.
I would agree with that. I think he's a solid B. I'm not a huge PvP fan. I'm also not a huge RP fan. But he gets a solid B for me for being that anime head and hitting him with the Bankai,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm all for it. I
You should give
thoroughly
him an A for
enjoy
that. To be honest with you, man, it's beautiful.
I know,
truly is a
and
thing of beauty.
I never paid any attention. I never heard about this guy until you put him on the list, and then I'm like, that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
It works.
I feel bad for the other person, but I want to see
And
it happen
some of it-
more.
Honestly,
You
some
know?
of the times that he's dangling people, like I know it's my ignorance showing, but I don't know if he's actually just like really pulling it off, sounding like he's speaking Japanese, or if he actually knows a bit. Like I have no idea.
I have
But
no
he
idea.
is-
Yeah.
It is uncanny. It's like oh, I forgot to switch over to. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. But just the tone, how he gets into it, he'll like time himself. He got his like emote going on his character. It's like Bankai.
By the way, a really good PvPer. By the way, like
Oh yeah.
the vibes are great. Like
phenomenal, man.
yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're in agreement. A solid B.
We are not.
See, just like I'm angry.
You've been outvoted, Siege.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
not taking this today.
Also, can I just mention we have no C's yet right now. We don't have like any mid, like lower end mid streamers or content creators yet. By the way, just saying. There's empty spaces here.
No, they're
So-
there. They're there.
So
Yeah,
we'll
they're
get
coming.
we'll get to them. I'm gonna pull out the next one, and I'm gonna say Bear Adventures.
Okay.
Oh,
I am going to rate Bear Adventures at a B, and I know that's probably not going to be great with everybody. I like Bear Adventures. I think she's very creative. I think she's very interactive. I can't get all into that full like get up type thing, and I guess it's just a me thing. But I enjoy the collecting. I enjoy the mounts. I enjoy the pets. I would say B plus, borderline A minus for me. But I'm up to being convinced.
Okay. So you said B, right?
I'm gonna say solid B. Yeah.
Yeah, I have her as B too. Like again, she collects. She's very much community based. That's why I like her content, because it's like she's very much community. She's not the person that will stop like playing the game and just talk to the community. Like it's basically just chatting with WoW in the background. So I think that also kind of limits her too with like the content that she can do. Because again, she's just always collecting. She's always doing these mount runs, and again, it's more of like the collect everything. And that's not for everyone. Obviously, the hardcore players are gonna go over that. Not enjoy that content. So I think obviously. Again, I don't think she should jump into that content. I don't think it's her type of content to do, but I think that's what limits her. So I would say B, just because I love collecting stuff too. I'm not a hardcore collector, but like watching people collect things in WoW makes me want to collect things in WoW, and that's why like sometimes I just like tune in occasionally just to. Also, I always find people with British accents funny. Sorry guys, I'm an American through and through. So, teehee. British accent. So God bless America.
With that right now, let's leave that alone right there. That's I got enough of dealing with that when it comes to music and this whole thing. So let's not. Let's not even talk about that. But I'm with y'all. But I think that's what makes me put her at a C. I think it's just because it's like she's so focused on that one element. Again, with so much to do, it makes it hard for me to go above C, because it's cool to collect. I'm not gonna lie. I found her the day that I found her. I was actually on Facebook and I was in a World of Warcraft group and her name popped up. So I'm like, let me see what this is and how they and the thing that keeps her relevant is the fact that she does community driven mount runs for her community. I think that's what keeps her in that C plus B minus range. So I'm at a C, but it's like one of those high C's. You know, you go take a test and you got a 79 and 80 is a B. She's right.
Yeah. I agree with that. I like the community stuff too. Like I always love seeing just like community events like that too.
And it's hard not to like that, but again, when you're so focused on that one space, it kind of like you said earlier, it kind of limits what you do.
Yeah, variety is the spice of life.
True.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm kind of torn on B and C here. Like, she's just such a positive human being, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like a beacon of positivity. Like, I feel like even if something drove into her house, she'd be like, oh, heavens. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think she'd, like, clutch at her pearls and be like, oh, heavens, let's go see if they're all right. So I feel like she's the sweetest human being on the planet. You know what I mean? So I think I lean a little bit more, I think, on B, because it's just that quality of it is there, right? Like, I think it's there. I think that if, like you said, if some things are dropped or like you add more things on top, make it a little bit more fluid than rather so rigid, right? Like if it just takes a little bit of tweaking, I think that she's right there. So I go B. I agree with B. Yeah. But I think I'm more on like the B minus.
Like I
currently.
That high C, low B range.
Yeah.
So I think we can solidly agree on a B.
Yeah. I think overall, like kind of. Yeah, I think B is better.
All right, who's next?
Who's even picking? Who is picking?
I think it's Kid's turn.
Right? Yeah.
Oh no.
This might be our first C of the night. And
okay.
So I'm going with Mr. GM, and I have my reasons for making him a C.
Wow, right. I want to hear this.
So with Mr. Curious. GM, it's the monotone voice. Let's be clear. That monotone voice is just like put me to sleep. I do like the fact that, every time a patch comes out, he has his patch videos. He's very in-depth at that. I will give him that part for sure. But it's just, you have no excitement. You almost bore me to a certain. He's one of those ones that fit into that same niche. The only thing I'm going to do, because you ain't heard from him until they said, 11.2 is coming. Now you see more videos from him or this or what he's doing. And it's like, you love the game. We know what you do, but you're not giving the vibes like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I do. And the only thing you're doing is just breaking down the patch, which we can easily go to Wildhead and see the patch. If I'm watching you, then you have to, I hate to use the word, you have to keep me entertained, but you do have to do something.
But you do, yeah.
Attention.
Yeah.
You have to keep my attention, because I can easily click on somebody else who's actually playing the game versus just sitting there, either reading text or if he's in a PTR, which I have somebody that I watch for PTR stuff anyway. But you're it's so bland, so monotone. It's like, oh my God, can you not sound like you need 2 cups of coffee to get through the rest of the day? Like it's no excitement. There's no, I don't need you to be rah, but I need you to at least, be excited that you're talking about what you're talking about. Because to me, you sound like you don't even want to talk about it. But that's my opinion. Y'all's may differ. Change my mind.
Well, I'll go next because I put him as A tier, and because when I put out my content, I obviously gather from a bunch of sources. My consistent person that I watch to get my content updates, even before I was making content myself, was Mr. GM. And yeah, his voice is not like, obviously it's not like Fortnite level, but it is kind of monotone. But sometimes I just put him on my second monitor while I'm playing WoW and I just listen in, and sometimes that's good enough for me. Like, ever since like when I go on X, I usually look at Mr. GM's X page to get some news. Also, Icy Veins. I used to look at Wowhead, but they moved to Blue Sky, and I think they're back. But whatever, it doesn't matter. But I mainly get my source of information from Mr. GM, and I might be a little biased here, but Senpai did notice me one time in stream. Because I went to a stream and he's like, I said hello because I always go into a stream once in a while. And he's like, "Oh, UnoptimizedFool. Wait, are you the one on X? Yeah, we just watched your closet video on stream, and I didn't know what to do honestly with my hands. So maybe that's the old bias there, but it's the only content creator that we're talking about now that's like doesn't know who I am, but has like somewhat noticed me, and I'm like, maybe I'm starstruck. That's maybe why, but I do enjoy his news. I think he's really consistent. He's never really taken breaks from World of Warcraft. I've seen he's always just been pumping World of Warcraft out. He's consistent. I think he doesn't experiment, which is also a negative too, right? Because again, he only has about under 200k subscribers. He's kind of stagnating, but I think he found his niche, and I think he's fine with it. But he also does casting too. He's still awkward in like casting interviews, but those are new for him too. But honestly, that's why I rate him as A tier.
I mean, this kind of is a weird one because he's the only one that's really done this so far. But I actually had him as a B tier. So I didn't really know.
All over the place.
See, like I didn't know much about him though, so I was put on by I think Necro pushed me onto him, I think, and like I like him. It's like it's one of those voices. I think like around a campfire, like I'd hang out with him for a solid few hours. Like we'd be all right. But I don't know. I don't think I could rank him like up there with like.
Push you to sleep.
You see what I mean? It's just for whatever the factors may be. I don't think I can put him up there with the other three that are up there. Like I don't think that he stands up quite to that, but I think he's kind of, I even think that he might even be like a B- because I don't think content wise he stands up to someone like Shobek.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the one that puts him at a really awkward position. I like him in the grand scheme of things. Like I've watched some of his content, I've listened to some of his videos. Overall, tone of voice is sometimes hard to deal with, and I'm pretty sure it was Unoptimized that put you onto him because I hadn't listened to him a whole lot until recently.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I might have yapped about it.
But I personally, after doing some research, would put him at a D tier.
Is this what we can't agree with this?
What do we do? What do we do now?
I love it.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying. Hear me out. After doing some research, Mr. GM's previous name was Mr. Game Master Review. Okay.
Oh no, you exposed him?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man.
no.
I'm just saying. Hey,
Okay.
but
Keep it
there's
going.
some controversy out there that he has never denied about pressuring private servers for good review, because that was his big thing, is that he would do reviews on WoW private servers. And there's some rumors out there that he's never addressed about pressuring private servers for money, gear, items for favorable review coverage. And that just rubs me the wrong way. I don't like someone that kind of extorts the game.
I didn't know you were a cop. Holy crap. I'm going to watch myself
He's
around
got
you.
connections, my heavens.
What was his old name? I just need to type this in for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to go
Mr.
back
Game
and look
Master
at the file for that.
Reviews?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have
Mr.
to
Game
go
Master
look that
Reviews.
back up.
You can thank ChatGPT for compiling that information for me.
Well,
AI is taking over the world.
So I'm just now it's messages on Reddit, it's pulling stuff like that. So could it be true? Yeah. Could it not be true? Yeah. But at least address it, okay? If someone brings something to me and it puts it out there for everybody else to see, I'm gonna address it on stream. I'm gonna address it out there, put it out there, and be like, "Hey, this isn't the case. This is why."
It is true that like if you decide to fully omit something, it's basically an admission of guilt. To a degree.
Correct.
I know that there's going to be some wiggle room, but in the general scheme of things, like if you ask somebody a question and they decide to stay silent, you're like,
So,
you know what I mean? So, especially allegations and stuff, especially in a position where you're like an influencer or something. If something, it's the internet now, man. Like Skynet will find out just like it did that you used to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point in hiding anymore. Come out and say that you did or didn't. You know what I mean? There's no point in saying nothing.
I mean, I'm comfortable agreeing a solid C. I'm okay with that.
Make it Death called it though, but I mean, like now, Unoptimized might want to fight us a little bit. And
No, I mean, I didn't know about this information, but my rating stands, you know.
he has his warrior pants on. I can feel it.
I'm just, you know, I forgot to read what you guys were saying, so no, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I didn't know this information. I'll have to admit to that. You know, I got fact check live.
Yeah.
So you know, I just got
Yikes!
the kids would say I just got owned, as they would say. I'm cooked.
Okay. All right then.
So we all good with a C then?
I'm perfectly happy with a C.
I'm gonna throw my hands up. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You know, but yeah, we'll do C, so we can move on.
Hey, well, we're gonna, Mr. I'll throw my hands up. You're up next.
Well, I'm going to pick Swifty because I have Swifty as my S tier content creator.
Let's go.
When
Let's go.
I am not a PvPer. Okay, chat. I am not good at the game. The only time I did PvP was in MOP. But for some reason, I always watch Swifty. Now, I know there was some weird controversy with Swifty at a time, and he was banned, and then he came back. But he is pretty consistent with just playing. He's just a PvP legend, right? You know, in his banana suit back in Classic, right? And he has a in-game WoW, character that is referencing him. Like, that's how influential he is. And honestly, he gets me into PvP as a PvE guy, right? And he just makes it look pretty dang, easy to just PvP, right? And it made me actually PvP and mob too, right? So I have him as S tier just because he doesn't have any variety. He just PvPs, and he's still going to this day. He still makes content. He's currently playing Mob Classic, and I just have a soft spot for Swifty because again, he's just an OG, probably one of the first content creators I ever had on my radar, and he had those montage videos of just one-shotting people in arenas and open world content, those old crappy YouTube videos from like 20 years ago, right? And he was making those, and they just hit. So again, like the one-shot macros, right? Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I know, I just see chat saying it was proven false. Yeah, like it was proven false, but he was accused of some nasty things, but thankfully it wasn't true. So obviously, if it was true, he would not be S tier. But yeah, S tier for me for Swifty.
For me too. He was my for sure S. I put it as a capital with an underline, and it was bold. Like every effect that I could put on a font in this little Word document, I put on this fucking S tier because he is the man. He is. When I mentioned there were 2 Hall of Famers, he is the undisputable one on this list. He's on the list. I don't care if you're a PvP head, anything. Mm-hmm. He's there. He's been there. He's always been in the game. You know what I mean? Like he might have had some like off moments, but like no man, this guy has been like the steadiest of rocks when it comes to just like put your like grip down on the mouthpiece and swing. World PvP doesn't matter where, like this guy just throws down. I love it. So he just hit rank 14 recently, and I mean, granted, when you're grinding out rank 14, you are doing a lot of like Alterac Valley, just camping out, going for honor, going for honor, going for fast losses, fast wins, fast losses, fast wins. So it's a bit of a grind, and it's right. So it's like diehard community will stay around, new community that just sees him pop in, and you're looking at him, and he's just sitting in the bunker, kind of thing, just grinding honor. You know, you're like, this is a little weird. But that's like to say that you're new and don't know about Swifty. Like, get out of here. Like, come on, man. Like, if you are in WoW for any more than like 5-6 years, this guy is on your radar. There's no way he's not.
For sure.
Yeah, like if you PvP, you know about Swifty. Like that's
and I think even if you were to ask Susie, he would say Swifty would probably be S tier above him. I'm on it. Fight that, like, I'll let go Showback from being A, but I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Like, he's saying on S, and I'll fight both of you.
Yeah.
So let's let this fight begin.
Uh oh.
We go fight.
Yeah.
Let's see where
y'all have the floor, because I'm on board with low S, high A, so that would probably put him at S, because it's like Swifty's part of that group of people like me that's been playing for ages, and he's fun to watch. I remember when I first started PvPing back in the golden age of WoW, when it was just the regular game and then your first expansion, and he got me into PvPing when I did. I actually made it up to Sergeant Major in PvP. I have that rank on my hunter still to this day. So,
nice.
And like you say, it is a grind, but at the same time, it was fun to watch too.
Man,
especially he's sitting out there just one-shotting people in Crossroads. It was too funny.
Well, the best is also like every one out of like 15 AVs, there's just one of those like just all out battles on the lake. It just lasts. So you're just like, okay, we all just unanimously decided to clash. It's the funnest thing, man, because all you see is AoE fly off. Like you're
5
like
for a second. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, you're getting nothing. Everyone's rig is chugging. Like nobody's making out of that good. You just throw pixels at each other. That's all we're doing. I love it.
I think Necro's finna throw shade though, so I want to hear.
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm not okay. So I've been in the game since it, not since it launched, but since about 2005, before the first expansion ever came out. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This list is the first time I've ever heard of him.
You are making me fix my posture. Just one second.
Chat, clip it.
Blasphemous human being. I'll clip it. Like, what do you mean, chat? I'm clipping them. What are you talking about? I'm a blast. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, chat is turning on you quick.
I'm gonna label this.
I'm sorry. This
sacrilege.
Okay?
Oh man.
I've watched a few of his. I've watched a few of his videos. I think he's great. I don't disagree with S tier, but I don't. For me, he doesn't beat out Susie.
Well, I think this is one of those cases where we might have to have another person on S tier for real.
I'm surprised you haven't been smitten yet by the Pixel Lords.
I understand this. Okay, I get it. Now, I will point out a reason that he gets a little bit higher than an A for me, without knowing him too terribly much and not watching him as much as maybe you guys, is that when I was doing my research, Swifty used to be a pro skateboarder before he became a WoW streamer. So, and I went back and I watched some of that, and I used to be real big into skateboarding. I used to be skating myself. So I can respect that, and I can definitely get in with that, and I might watch him some more now that I found out this information.
You should.
But
he's on right now. Probably give it a peek.
Yeah.
But I can't guarantee that, I would rate him above Susie. I can't.
You don't have to rate him above. Yeah. But
could be equal.
It's a fair comparison to keep him where he's at right now.
Please don't ban me because I didn't know who he was up until now. Okay, I apologize.
To do it.
I don't.
What Siege? You got something to say?
I'm processing. Is really what I'm doing.
Wow.
Like I'm just confused. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Living under a rock, okay? I get
Swifty
in and
rock,
play the
yeah.
game, okay?
Well, that's not
you know?
Swifty's fault.
Did I rate him lower than an S tier?
Yeah. 16 years, that's crazy. Yes. The oldest video from Swifty
Yeah,
is
and-
16 years.
And since then, he's been a legend.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Siege is over here
I'm-
frothing at the mouth.
I'm perturbed, and it's not even who I thought I was going to get all perturbed about.
He literally looks like sounds like he wants to jump.
You're making me dial into my Canadian. I can't.
Yeah.
Reposition. I got to stretch. You got to make me
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So who's next?
warm. Warm.
I'm pretty sure it's Siege's turn.
Yeah, see, I don't know if his
I'm in
Siege
no
is in the right
state.
mindset
I'm
to
in
do
no
this.
state. I'm going to pick Rob. I'm in no state.
Rob, okay.
Rob's an easy one, man. I like Rob. I didn't know about.
Rob is fun.
I didn't know about
That's what
Rob.
he is.
Yeah, see, like I didn't know about like unless they were like some of the legends or like classic heads kind of thing. Like most of the people that I would be rating, like Anthe and stuff, they're just not on the list, right? But this guy's really slick, man. Like he kind of fits in that pocket of like all he does is do the mythics, and he does it with his viewers, and he always runs with viewers, everything like that. But this man gets major points for just being always happy, like unshakably happy. This guy is always smiling. Like it would make me hurt to smile as much as this guy smiles. Like he just smiles. But he's also got this cat. And this cat's major bonus points for me, man. I like this cat. It's like a big old tabby cat. You can give it treats. I'm sorry, I'm sold. I'm
It's
going.
a cat.
I'm putting
Is
this
it the
man on
streamer or the cat?
the straight happiness of the streamer and the straight vibe check of the cat. I'm giving this man an A.
Okay.
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 I had him as like a B plus, mostly because again he's just that chill guy. He's that friend you call over if WoW had couch co-op, he'd be the one you call over because he's gonna keep you hyped the whole time.
For real.
Hmm.
He's gonna have fun. You're gonna laugh, have a good time, and that's what he is for me. Like he's that person that you bring over when you want to have a good time. He's gonna be the life of the party. If he don't do nothing else, he's gonna be the life of the party. And like he said, the cat, that's a whole nother character. If you wanted to talk about the cat, it's like my
Love
dog.
the cat.
My dog runs around here like Crypto from Superman. She just gets into stuff, and she's just that bad. But she's a whole character by herself, just like that cat.
The cat's a flat A with its own ranking.
Right.
For real.
I think
I'm giving that cat so many snacks.
for me, I think I would put Rob at probably B tier, just because again, one of the people that were not on my radar, probably one of the smaller content creators we have on this list. And after like just diving through the content, I have there's two types of streamers that I watch, right? There's one where I actively just watch them and do nothing else. It's a very active streamer I watch and interact with. And then there's most of the streamers that I watch are usually second monitor streamers. I'm playing WoW or any other game, and they're just there kind of as like a cozy, background noise. And I think Rob is the perfect, it's just very cozy, almost like talking to a friend, doing WoW content, joking around. It's very much a second monitor stream where I'm just lurking. I'm a lurker myself anyway, so it's just kind of chill, and again, just on the radar and chill content seems good. I always just rate them as a B. So honestly, I hope they continue to grow. I mean, their YouTube channel is a little bit smaller. I mean, he hasn't posted in 2 years, so maybe you should get up on that. But branch out a bit. But that's the only thing that I have. That's about it for Rob.
All right, so I'm gonna throw another wrench in this one.
No.
I'm gonna agree with
It's
Siege.
not a
as an
blood
A.
DK. Yes, what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna agree with Siege as an A. Dude is just happy. I've rated out to him a few times, and I've watched him quite a few times. He's enjoyable. Like I could actually physically. I know you said you'll put him on your second monitor and listen. I could physically just sit there and watch him and just enjoy it. He's got a nice aesthetic of going on around behind him. His background's cool, and he's not he's good and he's not an elitist. Like he'll run whatever with whoever. It doesn't matter to him. He just
Yeah,
likes
that's
to
what you love.
play the game and have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
He's that guy. He's that guy. He's I'm trying to think of the perfect analogy for it. You remember Superbad?
Mhm.
He's just that guy. He's that guy.
Mhm.
He comes to the part. McLovin. He's McLovin. That's
McLovin.
what he is. That's what he is.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter
I can
how
see
you
it.
look at it, he's just fun. He's there, and it's just him. He's just in his own space doing him, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this being said, we have 2 A's and 2 B's. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I give him, to break it down, I would give him a flat A.
Yeah, we could. I could agree with an A. I could
Okay,
go with
alright.
flat A for that.
Okay.
I just,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, mine was like a B plus. I don't mind mine
Yeah.
Okay.
moving the A
Yeah,
minus.
like if you guys were both B minuses, well, now we got to get in an argument again.
Hey, no,
You're all catty.
You know, he's that. Like I say, he's that guy. He's the fun guy. That's what he is.
Yeah.
I have just relaxed my posture from the Swifty argument. Like, let's not get back into it.
All right, what's next?
All right, so I'm next. So who can I pick to make Siege have to flex up again?
I don't. Okay.
Hmm.
Why is that always
Wait.
like the theme?
We all know the answer. Chat,
Well, I'm
there's-
not going there yet. I'm not touching that one yet. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Chat. There's
Let-
one name on here that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with somebody I didn't really know who they were, like Towley.
Oh, okay.
No, you're going with Towley?
Yeah.
He wants to pick my S tier. I want to hear this.
So Tally to me seems like a solid B. Just-
Ooh.
Just to be honest with you, partially because
my head
I
hurts now.
partially
Oh my
because
God,
I
I got a
really
headache.
don't know enough about the guy. He's the only one on the list that I really need to deep dive research on. So
My heavens to
I could even go with an A because his main stuff is tank focused, and I kind of have, a thing for that. But he's another one that doesn't do only WoW content, and if I remember correctly when I was researching, he isn't really doing WoW at the moment.
He's doing my mop push now. He was just doing like I think a 48-hour push or something like
Okay.
that.
He's doing WoW content. Yeah,
This is what I'm talking about. The bro has an NPC, you know what I mean? Like he's a hard one to knock.
He's legend. Like when we
I
say
can't.
legends,
Do I?
when it comes to WoW legends,
Mhm.
he's
Mhm.
one of them.
Yeah.
You put him at a B?
I would say high B, low A, and I will tell you honestly, it's because I didn't know about the guy until you put him on the list. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought him and Swifty were going to go at it. This is where I thought
So you
everything's.
Wait, so you didn't know who Swifty was and Tally?
No,
And that's who I thought those two were going to be going at S-Man.
That's what I thought too. Until he just
What is happening? Like,
Wow.
podcasts are whack. This shit's wild.
So, my thing is Swifty is, like he's the PvP guy. I think Tally is the PvE guy. I think
For
he is
real.
PvE king, and like he would be S tier if Swifty wasn't here. Like again, I believe that there can only be one on S tier, so he is A for me, high A plus, right? You're getting
Super A++.
yeah, because again, he's just so in the community. Like he's always there. He has these ridiculously long streams. He also went through a weight loss. I give props to streamers who go through weight loss because it's hard. So that's always a plus one in my book. He went through a good weight loss as well. Again, as Chat said, he shaved half his head and beard.
Oh, he's done so much more.
he's
than
done
just
so
save
much
his
more.
head.
Yeah, man.
You know what I like too
Golly.
is that he's the type of streamer that for like the release of War Within or for any event that like WoW makes, like any there's like a general theme for every content. He changes his emotes, he changes his like screen, like his hammer time subscription. It's all themed around the game he's playing now and the content he's playing then. And I think it's just so professional. So again, I only believe there's only should be one S tier. I already put Swifty, so he is A+ for me. 10 out of 10.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh God,
I'm going Mad A for sure. I don't. It wasn't quite as blasphemous. I didn't clip it right away. It wasn't like I didn't posture up. Like it was. I needed to hear you out a little bit. But but it's just one of those things where I think if we had more time for some research, maybe you would have leaned. But no, I'm agreeing with A. Like yeah, A for sure. A++. Like I don't think I could put him above Swifty. I think honestly you should take Swifty and Susie and just like switch the icons so that Swifty's first because it's bugging me a little bit. I'm okay with them both being up there for now, but I think Swifty should be right next door neighbor to that S.
Where do I be? Where do
I
be?
disagree.
It's like, you need to get up on this.
I'm trying to get my words together because there's a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, do it. Drop it.
First of all, this man has been playing this game just as long as I have. I have watched, I don't know, probably 200 to 300, 400 hours of his streams alone. And he was there when everybody doing Shadowlands and the Blizzard debacle happened. Everybody dipped and left. He stayed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't. One thing about him, he's one of them ones. Right is wrong is wrong. He didn't defend anything that they did wrong. He even said, "I may walk away for a month or two," and that month or two, he went and played New World, and within that month, he came back because that's what he loved. Despite everything that happened, yeah, everybody walked away from it for a while because the stuff that happened at Blizzard was bad. It was really bad during that time. From all the accusations about abuse and workplace abuse, he wasn't with it, and everybody calls him a Blizzard shield, a Blizzard do boy, this, that, and the other. But he stayed, and that meant something to me because he was like, you know what? Somebody got to stay here. Somebody got to do something. And he stayed. And then after he stayed, others started coming back because they saw him there. But as far as his content, I learned how to tank because of him. I learned everything about every tank class that I do. I use that. I learned it from him. How to raid, all of it. Because I was always a DPS player.
Mm-hmm.
From day one, it was like, I don't put me in front to protect y'all and don't make me heal you because you're all gonna die. That was me when I first started playing again. I still won't heal people, but I'll tank every now and then. You know, I gotta pick a struggle.
That's a good way to put
I've
it.
been told I'm not allowed to DPS. I'm just going to point that out.
You got the one button macro. I mean,
and again, it's the content. Like Unoptimized said, he changes per expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Yeah.
expansion, he changes his whole setup.
Yeah, it's impressive.
He has these streamathons that are between him and his wife. He will play 48 hours before he goes to sleep. She'll hop in for 5 or 6 hours, let him get some sleep, and he's right back at it.
He would be sleeping in the background on like an air mattress.
You'll
Like
see
not
him,
even.
literally see him in the background sleep. You're
It's
right,
just
exactly.
Yeah.
And then he'll get up and he'll start the next part of his thing and keep on going. And I'm like, that's dedication.
Mm-hmm.
No matter on some levels that some of us can't even do. But when it comes to his content, that's where I get all my PTR stuff from. I watch him because he's playing it. He's actively, when the PTR drops, okay, I'm done playing retail. I'm on PTR. Unless he has a guild raid where they're raiding Mythic. Other than that, that's where he's at. Like right now, he was, he's doing the mock classic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He did it in 24 hours. He got the max level in 24 hours. And I'm like, yeah, you're a good one.
Yeah.
But then for him, his status was even better approved because Upper Deck made World of Warcraft trading cards. He has one. He has a whole trading card, which is crazy.
That is cool.
And
I know that.
Yeah. Then like someone said in chat, his giveaways are, please. This man was giving out PCs. He was giving out, like he said, he had to go in the closet and see what he got he can give away. And they were just giving away. He gives away stuff during these streams. That's, to me, that's giving back to your community for the years of subs and everything. Like every year, even during his subathons and everything, he's always there. He's like, now I'm ready. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. You know, with 11.2, he always has drops on his channel for the whole week, and he'll 72-hour stream, get your drops now, and just keep going. Gameplay wise, I think he is just one of those ones who knows every tank class pretty well, to the point where he can really just tank a mythic with any class. The only class I really never seen him tank with was DH, but he has one. So I've seen him tank with every class. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about him. He's just been 100% genuine up front. The only thing that he really isn't is, you know, the PvP. Like you said, he's not the PvP guy.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, he's mostly PvE.
So he holds A pretty confidently.
Yeah, like that's a.
So I need to maybe preface some things here with
Okay.
some of my
Save some face.
with some of my things. So I have been playing since 2005, but I will tell you 100% honestly, I never watched a single YouTube video, a single how to tank video, a single guide video until I came back at the end of BFA. Other than that,
Wow.
I was tanking without, you know, just learning it as I go, healing, just learning it as I go, DPSing until they told me to quit without, you know, without doing any of the videos. So a lot of these old guys that have been around since before, I don't really know because I wasn't really that deep with them. It doesn't matter how many DPS videos I watch. I was never good at it, no matter what I did. I
Just
could
play a
have the
warrior.
rotation.
Just execute spam. That's all you need to do.
Hey, one button macro has been a savior when it comes to that. Now, I've gotten to a point with a couple of them. Like I can do rogue DPS decently in PvE, PvP. Yeah, I'm good. But some of these guys that you guys are pulling out from that have been around way back when. The only reason I haven't watched them is probably because they just haven't fallen onto my radar because they weren't in the stuff that I was looking at that time.
Fair.
Just
saying.
Now it's like, you know, he's gotten to the point where, you know, this is his job now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you could tell he loves his job. Some people just do it because, okay, this is the only way I'm getting money. No, even when he doesn't have any, like now, he does his WoW thing 5 days a week, and now he's gotten to the point where he's got into the trading card game, and you see him on the weekends ripping open packs of cards now. Just something to do. But his presence is always there, but he makes sure that his moniker, his logo is always forefront, that this is how I started. He never once make it seem like I'm done. I don't play this no more. And he said it himself. They're gonna have to amputate my hands before I stop playing this game. Or they stop making the game, period. And you can't be mad at someone who does that. You just have love for someone that loves the game just as much as you do, if not more. That's why he's an S to me, but I see 3 A's and 1 S. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Susie stays where he's at, and I still wouldn't put him before Swifty. And that's just that's just a personal preference because of what Susie does. And I'm being biased, but that's a personal preference.
I can agree with that.
I'm okay with it. So
I can agree with that.
I can't see him jumping through my computer right now. I know how he feels about that. So you know, I'm trying to have a peace offering with you, sir. That's all. That's it.
All right, so that kid, I think it's up to you now.
Yep. It's up to me, and we're just gonna go with I say Pika, cause I'm not a big PvP person, but I know the PvP people out here who do.
That's the other one.
That, you know.
You got Zaryu right now.
Yeah. it's it's cool, and I would put that more at a. It's a solid A+ for me, even though I don't PvP. That's the crazy part about it. But watching them just destroy people at will, and that people just think they just gonna come in here, whap, 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 and it's over. No, I've watched it too many times. I've watched it. I've actually had it happen to me. That was one person I ran into them and Bajira in the same week, and it was not fun. But it was good to see though. You know, it was good to see someone that really enjoyed what they do, and that's why I say watching them gets me in. When I watch them sometimes, and I haven't played PvP in a while, oh, I'm trying to hop on a DK and go PvP because I can't die. So you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it's fun to watch. And when I watch them, just like when I watch Swifty, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna go PvP because I know I can't die. I can easily get some free loot, so why not?
Pika is like he's a whole ass unique vibe. Like that guy is just he is super entertaining. It's like if you were to create a Twitch streamer in a lab, it's like he's like the perfect 2.0 product. You know what I mean? Like he's even like changed speech patterns of people that watch him and stuff. Like he just has such a way about him that's so entertaining, and you take it in like a sponge. And I think he's he's a very, very weirdly toxic human being, but like I think I put him. I agree with A. Like just as a content like push, and he is incredibly talented as a PvP guy. Aside from all of the other other stuff, but I agree with the A.
I think for me, I think I'm gonna go with B because like when it comes to PvP, I don't really watch much PvP content. Like obviously Swifty it's weird like cuz I put Swifty as S tier and he's only PvP, but it's just I think it's because he was the first person I watched as PvP and like the one shot it just kind of like resonated with me. So I think, B tier just because again it's PvP, I'm not really into PvP. And obviously, I enjoy the content, like watching high-end content with arenas and PvP in general. But I don't go out of my way to look at this type of content. I think it's just me putting it as B is not criticizing his content. In this case, it's more of just like I'm not really actively looking for PvP. You're not like OG like Swifty, but I still appreciate the grind. So
It is. It surely is.
yeah.
So I would agree with Unoptimized just because I'm not a big PvP fan. I would place him at a B. I think he's hilarious. Again, another one that I wasn't hugely into watching until put on the list.
You have to go do some homework. You're gonna have to go do some homework for real.
I've watched him since you guys put him on the list, okay? I watched him since you put him on the list. The funny thing is, I've watched his counterpart far more and watched him for far longer than I've watched Pika. So I'm just saying, I put him at a solid B because he's funny, he's hilarious. I like watching him in that sense, but I find PvP content a little boring to watch, personally. I find it's fun to play, but it's not as fun to watch. For me.
Agreeable.
So we got 2 A's and 2 B's. We want to leave them at an A- or B+.
Good. I'm good, right? I'm good with that. I'm good where we at. I don't think that's too big of a problem. Anybody?
We are. He's okay as an A.
Yeah, sure.
I think so. Like, come on.
I mean, I would leave him as an A. I mean, he's funny.
Yeah,
that's
like,
his redeeming. That's the redeemingness for me.
He's also like, and we can't.
The bigger issue is that, like you said though, too, Siege. A lot of us aren't big PvPers.
Yeah,
well, that's it too, right?
That kind of plays into it. We'll PvP when we, here and there in between stuff, but for the most part, we're all PvE to an extent.
mean, don't get me wrong. In
Yeah.
Classic, I PvP'd all the time, but that was a long time ago.
This feels weird because like he's one of the like.
day.
It just feels strange because he is one of the like. He's one of the giants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy's got 4,000 or 5,000 on a regular day. Like if it's a power ranking, I mean, boy's got some power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm cool with like a B plus 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 plus.
Yeah. Well, I think we're good with an A. I think.
I think we're good with leaving him at an A.
Okay.
I can
I'm
stand
fine
with
with
that.
I can cope with that. Yeah.
All right, I think Unoptimized gets to pick next.
Yeah. And do you think we should mention them? Should we talk about them?
I mean,
we ain't got but three names left up there, and one of them is my honorable mention. So I mean,
yeah.
we could save him for the end, and you could make you could abstain and let Siege go, and I'll go, and we'll throw those two others up there and let you mention them at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain then. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, save it until there's only 3 left. I didn't know we could abstain. What are you talking about?
We're just making up things at this
Y'all
point.
making up rules, but it's just like, you know, when it suits you, it's fine.
Hey, that's what happens when you
option and I
leave
took
me to give out options, okay?
Yeah. Pick on the Canadian, yeah. He's super agreeable. Sure, yeah. We'll go with, what? Zaryu. We'll put Zaryu up there.
Okay.
Makes sense right after Pika. Look at them.
I mean, they side by side, they're best friends. Why not?
Yeah, we put them, yeah, they're mother and son right there. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, they work together very well.
Yeah.
I know. I mean,
about
yeah. Oh, I think you got her there, just right there. Look.
I mean, I would rate him an A. I would rate him an A. Like I said, I watched Pika mainly through Zaryu whenever I've watched Zaryu, but I like watching Zaryu more than I like watching Pika. And I'm still not a huge PvP person, so solid A for me.
Yeah, I would put him as a higher A version of Pika, basically.
He's in an A version of Pika. Okay. I think my biggest problem is, like I said, I watch a lot of them, but I'm really not a PvPer, so I can't share my love of PvP. If I had the love for PvP, then it'd be different, but I really don't. I mean, it's just like watching I can't say watching paint dry because it's not that bad, but it's like you can watch it. Okay, cool. There's no banter, there's no talking unless it's them two, of course. But for the most part, it's content without words, just watching the video most of the time. Yeah. So I'm okay with the A because I was really doing maybe like a high B. So I can live with an A.
For me, it's like watching baseball. It's
hey,
not as fun to watch, but it's more fun to play.
Zaryu is also like a mage guru. Like that guy is unreal how well he can play a mage.
Oh yeah.
Like he's just a freak. Like when you look at the other like people on here that are good rogues, good warriors, that kind of stuff. I mean, this guy's the mage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Savik and stuff like that. I'd put up as a lock and stuff like that. But I mean, like,
we have another mage that we'll mention here.
No. I mean, just to put my 2 cents on this character, I think it's the same as the one before. It's just PvP, B tier, and again, I'm not really into PvP, but like again, I can appreciate the grind, and again, the banter. I do enjoy the banter. Again, it's just very much. It always amazes me when people are in a PvP combat and they can be so casual about it, and like just be joking around and stuff like that. Because like when I do PvP, which is rare, I'm sweating more than I am now. So
I can agree
I'm
with
like
that.
leaning forward. Yeah, I can't just be like casually like teehee, having a conversation or messing around and role playing. I'm like slamming the keyboard, breathing hard, sweating, wiping my brow, fighting for
Oh,
my life
man.
and still lose.
All right.
Yep.
I'm okay with those.
Okay. So we're good
Yeah.
with an A.
Yeah.
So whose honorable mention was T and E?
T&E was my honorable mention.
So why don't
It's
you take
kinda
the floor on
funny.
that one?
It's kind of funny because as of right now, if you're not paying attention to music, there's this whole rap battle between the UK and the US, and it's funny that I picked them as my honorable mention because that British accent, when they start just doing their weekly, they literally have a weekly review where they talk about all things WoW and everything else. But when you hear his voice, it will have you laughing so hard.
Hmm.
It will you'll be cracking up inside because you really ask yourself, does he really talk like this?
Yeah.
But he's
Chat.
fun. He's yeah. It's just fun.
I meant it when I said it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is fun to watch. It's that accent. It is so funny, but it's so fun to watch him and his wife, give their views on everything. And they're legit. They make legit videos when it comes to their views. It's no fluff. Whether it's good or bad, they tell you. Even when they do some of the little lore breakdowns that they do, I just think it's so informative from a comedic standpoint. Because he makes everything seem like it's a joke, but he's 100% serious about what he's saying.
Mhm.
Just it's fun, and it's just fun for me. One thing about me, I'm big on not necessarily entertainment, but being having fun too. Because you can do this all day long and not have fun, but you can clearly see that the passion in their eyes and everything. And crazy is that their show is literally set up like sometimes like a news broadcast. It is so funny. So I like them. They were my honorable mention because I think it was just fun. And we don't have a lot of fun anymore with a lot of stuff that we do. So
Yeah, I think
that's my 2 cents.
when it comes to WoW content, they're like mom and dad of the WoW content. Like they're very much like the power couple of WoW. And again, British accent, teehee. As an American, I find it funny. Just because. And we won the war, so we can laugh. So skill issue, right?
Oh man.
For some,
Oh.
for some.
We'll bring it up.
Hit him with the skill issue.
No, but honestly, I think their content is that they actually +1 too. I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually had beef with Asmongold at one point. I think it was about like 4 or 5 years ago. They had some like public beef with Asmongold, and it was pretty hilarious to see. So +1 for that. And
Plus,
again,
that's a D20 roll with a natural 20. What do you mean?
yeah, right.
I mean
I
that's
have
like
easy.
that puts them up in the ranking for me right there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I have them as
I
B
didn't know
tier though,
either.
just because again they do their weekly videos. Again, another one of my inspirations for content too. But they do all, obviously, as any content creator, you fall in this this pattern, and sometimes experimentation. They don't really they experiment a bit, but not as much. They kind of like stagnated with like their influence, so that's why I put it as B tier.
I am okay with that. I am.
So
very
for
okay.
me, I would honestly say 1, didn't really know a whole lot about this group until you put them on the list. But I will say solid B tier for me, possibly borderline A tier because I did enjoy the videos and I probably will go and watch more of them.
The quality is unreal on their stream, like from the layout to the background to the like graphics of the stream. Like it is ridiculous how high quality that stream is.
Oh, yeah.
I would lean more on the like A almost looks congested right now and it looks a little weird, but like I would almost lean more on an A-.
A-. They've
been doing this for a long time too, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
been doing this for a long time.
They have.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah, I've only just recently got put on to them, but I mean, like, they look like they've put in the grind, the work.
And that's what you appreciate when you see it, though, too.
Oh yeah.
You can tell when somebody who has put work into it. I mean, a lot of us are up and coming, pushing out the content that we're pushing out, and we strive to get to those places that some of these people are at. And, you know, that takes time. That takes learning the system, learning the software. And it seems like for the time that they put in here, it's great.
And is that what they do for a living? Like, do they do anything other than that, or is that what they do now?
I haven't seen anything else. I haven't heard anything else. And if it's just part time and they're doing that, that is great.
It's amazing quality if it's just part time.
Crazy it is. That's what I was just thinking, right? Like, you think about just that production value. It's like, if you're doing that anything other than full time, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Unless you're both sitting there as like the law firm owners, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. If you're living the juicy life, whatever. Yeah, your 17th room could be a stream house. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
But I mean, like, most people just aren't in. If they are that 1% of lucky human beings that are that, then no, I agree. It's kind of like they're the power couple that rode that train. They have the momentum. Like, it shows, obviously, right? They got a lot of passion into the stream.
They just had their first kid a couple years ago too.
Yeah, and I think they moved something.
And they're doing that too. That's what I'm like.
Yeah. So like, they moved and stuff recently, and like the quality obviously didn't change, and that's like an upheaval of the production corner or whatever they had going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's impressive, right? Like, it's hard to knock the grind on that one.
Absolutely. So I can agree with a solid A. I think we're all in agreement with that. So
time for the start of the show.
Let's let Unoptimize have a hold of this one.
All right, so the last person on our list, chat, is controversial one that we probably saw in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen the whole time. Pirate Software. He's infamous in the WoW community and just in general, and he obviously worked for Blizzard, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. He hasn't told anyone. Yeah. So I personally, I have him, by the way, chat. He's my F tier. He is the lowest of the low streamer. He was in that controversial play in hardcore where he got all the people killed. He didn't really do much. He was a mage, by the way. He didn't do anything to save anyone. He just ran, saved himself. I believe he is a narcissist. He makes games for a living. He mostly just streams and yaps. As a game designer myself, I kind of got tricked into thinking he was good at making games. And like, I also used him as motivation to help me make games. And when I found out that his code is absolute garbage and he's been lying this whole time, and also he sucks at WoW, it was a personal gut punch for me. So I think Pirate Software, obviously F tier, but if we could go lower, I would definitely do it. And since he is technically a WoW streamer, we can talk about him, and I can talk about how upset he makes me and how much of a narcissist he is. And he is very much a big meanie and a liar. So I'm trying to censor myself here, chat, because like I have a lot of rage for this man, and he's not good at WoW. He's not good at game. See, the problem is, never mind.
Say it.
Come on,
I was
you
just
can do
going
it.
to mention that it's not about WoW. It's basically saying, if no one would be angry at him with his bad code if he didn't say he was a game developer for 20 years and had the best code and had one of the best tactics to make good code and stuff like that. No one would bat an eye, but he said this stuff, and then they found that he does some terrible code as a 20-year-old vet. I make better code as a 1-year vet. Okay, so garbage, absolute garbage. F tier. Be gone. Yeah. There's my take.
Yeah, I put him at F2. I would put him at F over Asmon. I was in hardcore when that event happened. Like, it shook the very core of the gaming realm, when that shit happened, like that was on everyone's radar. Like I'm pretty sure he killed
Yeah.
Grubby and Ozzy in the same. I think it was those two that died in the same
I
dungeon.
think there was
thing,
two,
right?
yeah, right.
Yeah, it was two, and it wasn't just that, there's human error. Everyone's got human error. I mean, you're playing hardcore and you're a mage, like you should be dialed in like this is a mythic key 20. Like there's no blinking at this point. You know what I mean? Like this is, why you're here. It's a Dire Maul tribute run. It's hard enough as is with gear. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to like walk past certain patrols to keep the bosses alive, because when you get to the end, the amount of bosses that are alive provides you buffs for the raids. They last 2 hours. It's a world buff. Big deal. You're doing it for the raid. It's a big deal. You know why you're here. Yeah, it was a bad pull. Yeah, it was a horrible response from him. He dropped a full rank Blizz, so it killed his mana immediately. He immediately blinked away, and then he didn't Frost Nova, do nothing. He had probes. He had so many different options that he could go through. So many. Everybody knows this. But he knew it too, because like a week or two beforehand, he was saying all of the important roles a mage holds, right? Like he was reaffirming not to make the mistake he just made. And then he just kept doubling down. No, I wasn't the one that was wrong. It was a bad pull. No, I wasn't the one that was wrong. I had no mana. What did you want me to do? Like he just wouldn't own up to it at all.
He doubles down all the time.
Right, and I have nothing to do with code. I am tech stupid to the best. You know what I mean? Like that's as best as I can get. But in that aspect of things, it was just such a toxic move from someone that has so much of an audience. And there were some people that agreed with him. The majority of them didn't. So it was just. I agree with you. I think that he's kind of a bit of a narcissist, and he's riding this rut that is incentivized, and he's not going to seek any kind of guidance out of this rut because it's incentivized, right? It's the same thing with Asmon.
Mm-hmm.
You got that rut, it's giving you money. Why would you ever leave it?
Yep.
I'm with everybody else. If there was something besides F, he would probably be that times two. For one, on the developer side, because I have my best friend who actually texted me just a few minutes ago about a project that he was working on. Shows what a good coder looks like, what he does, how he does it, how things are done. But then when you hear this guy and the stuff that he's done, I'm like, you should be stretched, drawn, and quartered and taken to the woodshed. The drama alone is enough the WoW drama alone is enough to just be like, you know what? I don't even want to associate with you. I don't even want people to know that I know you.
Yeah.
Well,
It's hard to be around somebody like that. And then when you make comments and you talk to your viewers any kind of way, again, he makes a mistake and said, no, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, take responsibility for what you do. And as long as you have creators out there that don't take responsibility for what they do and say the stuff that they say, everybody's going to feel a certain type of way about it, no matter what.
That's it.
I refuse to even associate myself with people like that. I scroll TikTok every day, and the first time I see something like that, blocked. I don't even.
It's why it's such an important
2 seconds block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's such an important quality to at least be able to like open your mind to the devil's advocate. I mean that in a very metaphorical sense, right? Like you want to be able to like, if all of this heat, imagine that heat coming to any of us to that, to that relative number, right? Like even the relative number, like what we're used to, and then that percentage of them being like, you fucked up, you know what I mean? Like it's a bad look, it's a bad move. You should probably look at this. Every single one of us would look back at that VOD and be like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, maybe we should probably like say sorry to the people we killed at the very least. At the very least. But he just didn't. So it was just one of them things that it was like, it's just an icky. Nope, I don't like it. F.
So
F.
personally, for me, I would rate him as he's an F tier for me. I really think that Asmongold doesn't even deserve to be on the list, honestly. Not a WoW streamer anymore. Really doesn't even deserve to be talked about. But I think that Pirate is F tier as a WoW streamer and just as a general human being for me at that point. When you can't take responsibility for any of the stuff that you do, you ban people that just like say something against you. I mean, there's reports of you getting the top hype trains, but then it's come to find out that like your mod is the one processing this whole hype train and you're paying him back for it type thing. It's just stuff like that. There's just like, I can't. Even if you were an amazing WoW streamer, I would absolutely never watch you. Not
Well,
that.
also,
Not,
That's a new
I-
one. That's
Yeah.
a whole new one right there. Like,
Yeah.
is this what we doing now?
yeah.
Well, let's also not forget, man. During that event in the hardcore, when he like had people killed, like he was getting eaten alive in his chat. I think he banned, I want to say 1,500 people from his channel, like during the event, because he was just getting eaten alive by his chat. So he was like, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
And it
So-
could have been
wild
all.
move, right? Like there
It
was
could
so
have been
many
all
bad
avoided.
steps.
It could have been all avoided if you like. Obviously, we all make mistakes. We're humans, and he all the obviously like people would have shamed him for being bad at the game because again he was hyping up. Oh, I'm the best at this game. I worked at Blizzard, by the way. But all he could have was like, yeah, I made a mistake. I could have done things better. My bad. And yeah, he would have still gotten flack because again he said he was the best. But then he made this simple mistake of not even frost noving at this point. But he doubled down. He always doubles down. He's a typical narcissist who never does anything wrong. It's someone else that does something wrong all the time. It's just, oh, you're not seeing it from my perspective, blah, blah, blah. These types of people should be ignored because guess what? When you ignore these types of people, they go somewhere else where they're not ignored, right? And I don't know if you've seen his streams recently, but they're like quarter of the views that he normally gets. So eventually he'll probably disappear and crawl to some other hole.
I hope so.
Hey, cheap
Well-
viewers, by the way.
They do.
Sorry, let me ban this person. We got.
Well, so another thing for him, for me, is like he embodies everything that anybody could think of that's wrong with the WoW community.
Yeah.
He is like, if that part of the WoW community had a poster child, he'd be it.
I don't have much to say on it. I'm done because he's making me mad.
Yeah, he
By thinking about it. Just thinking about
Asmongold
people like
is
that
just-
makes me mad.
Asmongold's just a
His daddy used to work
disappointment.
with Blizzard.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a nepo baby. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Just-
Like, oh,
just, I don't have any. I was always told if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
yeah.
I'm trying to channel my inner peace right now because
And in chat, yes, he did work at Blizzard, but he was in QA. Okay, and as someone
real.
who's worked QA in the game industry, the bar to entry is low. Okay, anyone can test games. It's not like you're programming, engineering. Obviously, he says he has experience with, what was it? Something engineering. I don't know, like basically, what he's probably lying about that too. Honestly, because if you lie about one thing, you probably lie about everything.
something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's probably lying, chat. He was a QA member at Blizzard because Daddy was there, and Nepo Baby, and sucks at WoW, sucks at coding.
Sucks at
And,
life.
yeah.
I concur.
I'm normally not this mean, but when I see stuff like that, that part of me comes out. So
He's just an insult to both the WoW community, and he's such a disservice to the game industry because right now the game industry is hurting so bad with like employment levels. And the fact that he was like, again, on his website, he has a personal website for people who don't know, who say, he's like, oh, make games. Here's all the resources. He helps people make games. He's like, oh, making games is fun. But then when you have this person telling you to make games, he has a Discord with game jams and all that stuff. And then he just betrays you with that stuff. It's like, it's another negative thing in the game industry that we can't afford at this point. And it just,
Definitely.
it burns me out. Ugh is the word I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster
Yeah.
fire, that's for sure.
So I know we talked about having only one S and one F. I'm looking at
Mhm.
this list, and I think I'm pretty happy with it.
I was gonna say, I said at the beginning,
Personally.
I'm honestly fine with it too, because like I don't see anyone moving because
I
think
can
everyone's
see
where they need to be.
I can see Pirate and Asmund switching positions on F. Just
That'd be fine too.
I think there. Okay, that list looks
There we
fairly
go.
well.
There we go. We just make the poop tier.
Poop tier. Oh no! Look at him actively making a new tier for Asmund.
There we go.
Oh man.
Oh wow, he went full out. Look at him.
F minus. Yeah. There it is.
Okay, yeah, we're good with that.
There it is.
That way, Ashman won't feel so bad when he sees it. At least he'll say, "Well, somebody's worse than me."
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm good.
compared to Pirate Software, Asmongold is a saint.
I'm okay with that. I am okay.
And that's not saying a whole lot, but I would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not.
But
Yeah.
I think I'm good with this tier list. And
Yeah. Chat, what do we think?
I think we did a good job tonight. I think
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, it's all right. Showback should have been A, but it's okay.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it.
I don't. Maybe particularly, I don't like Mr. GM's position, but whatever.
I think he should be B, and I think Showback should be A. That looks pretty good.
I think we're good.
I think it's good where it's at, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Chat, do you have any opinions? Are you upset? Happy? None of the above?
Have you forgiven me and not wanted to ban me anymore? Or,
Yeah, Chat, are we over
we
the
have the footage.
we have the.
Yeah,
It's leaked. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
the blasphemy of the highest order. Yeah, that's right in our chat there. If you go into the
my
Discord,
goodness.
yeah, it's right there. It's all clipped up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I can honestly say this is a good start to a great adventure. I think there's plenty of things that we can really talk about and get into in more depth. But I'm happy we did this. I'm happy this is something that it works.
Yeah.
So I think that we're all, and one thing about it, we're probably always open to suggestions. So for those of you who have Necro's Discord or everybody else's Discord, because I haven't made one yet. I don't know why I haven't. Maybe I should. But they have chats. They're open. We're always, one thing about this part of being in a podcast is being open to suggestions and listening. It's hard to take. It's always hard to take feedback because whether it's good or bad, because you don't want all good, but you don't want all bad either. So always have one ear open because people are going to say they don't like this, and I'm pretty sure this clips of this is going to get back to the people that were involved. It's on this list, and you might have some. It'd be good for us because then we could actually get them on screen and on camera. Some of them don't mind talking to the little people. So,
speaking about that, if we get some people that get on there and react to this video, I'm wholeheartedly okay with doing a little bit of time on one of the podcasts and reacting to their reaction to us. Yeah. I'm okay with that. We can have fun with that.
We can dissect it. Yeah. I mean, it would make my day. It would make my year. I know this won't happen, but imagine if Pirate Software reacted to this. I would.
No, he'll hit us with the ban hammer before he reacts.
He will never react to it because he would admit because he likes to sweep things on the rug. But if he did, I would have a field day.
We're gonna be following him for him to ban us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, give me a reason. I'll be acting up.
No, but if we could
start, so
it is. It absolutely is, and I think it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait. Our next episode's in 2 weeks. Is that what we agreed on?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys have any suggestions in between now and then, my Discord is linked on my channel. If not, you can get with Siege's Discord, the Thrill Forge. We're always open. We need to get Kid his own Discord. Unoptimized, do you have your own Discord?
No, I'm free from Discord. I am in so many Discords I can.
You're a freelancer.
I'm a freelancer. I'm a free bird. Kaka.
if Discord doesn't work for you, Siege, Unoptimized, and myself all have Twitter or X. Let me say it right.
What's
okay,
Twitter?
X. And Kid is on Facebook, which I don't do Facebook, so
Well,
have fun.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I can be found there.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna push anybody to my TikTok at the moment, but I do have one.
Very ominous.
But
Yes.
I think in closing. So with this week's reset, Tuesday? What has everybody been doing so we can kind of see where we headed? I know tomorrow we have the guild raid, so that'll be fun for those people that are there and then playing. Y'all come on through if we can. You know how to find him. He has it in his Discord. He'll let you know. So, but me, I've been on this personal journey of trying to get Invincible still, and I still haven't got it. And I got like
I'm in the same boat with you, brother. I am like, I just finally got Onyxia's whelping mount, whatever it's called, the Onyxia mount. I finally got that. Yeah, but yeah, I was pleading. I was like, please, Invincible, and
I got 3 tombs left that I can run with.
Yeah,
it's Tuesday, and
it's gonna be one of those mounts that never touches my. I don't have ashes yet either, so I'm still waiting for that.
I got ashes the other day, so
the mounts are fake. That's true. They are fake. They don't exist.
Ones are mythical creatures.
That's for sure.
They're mythical creatures.
Although, a little bit of a humble brag, I did get Headless Horseman this last Halloween update. Finally, the Headless Horseman mount. I finally got that one. I haven't got the Love Rocket or whatever they renamed it to, the Valentine one. The X, whatever. They renamed it after their scandals.
I have no luck when it comes to getting mounts. But, like my wife can come on and run one dungeon like Skullomance and get the freaking rare mount from Skullomance. Yeah. Okay, but no, for me, unfortunately, I've been a little burnt out with WoW. I've been doing the raids, I've been trying to get on and do stuff, but I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 this week. I've been also leveling, but every time I get on Mott to level, I feel really discouraged because of how far behind I am from the other 2 individuals that are in this channel.
Well, sounds like you're doing a whole lot of not leveling like a panda.
Also, 85 to 90 is such a Oh,
it's stupid, isn't it?
It's grind. It's a grind. I forget how hard it was back in the day.
Like 87.5, and I think I've done more quests in that 2.5 levels than I've done ever.
Yeah.
I don't have heirlooms to rely on it for dungeons and stuff. It's just annoying.
It's crazy. But the event's still going on, though.
What? Tuesday is it? Well, Monday's it, right? And then it's gone, right?
What, the
collector's bounty, I think.
It's leaving this Tuesday, as well as the greedy emissary. It's also leaving too for the recolors of the tier 2.
I got them out already, so I'm good.
I haven't got it yet. Every hour I've been grinding it, even during this podcast chat. You see me? That's how addicted I am, baby.
But I know the only mount that I did get the mount off Gallywix last week. Got the dinosaur mount.
Nice.
I got ashes. The only other place I'm working on getting them out from is Mythic Zoval mount. That's the one. That's the mount that I'm trying to get. And you can clear it by yourself. It's not hard.
Shadowlands?
Yes, I know, right?
The forbidden word. The forbidden expansion.
Well, no. The expansion is forbidden. The final raid is okay. Like that.
The final raid wasn't bad. But I do feel like that whole expansion just kind of got let go and it just ended odd.
That Blizzard was like, you know what? I think they noticed obviously the writing on the wall, and they're like, instead of just trying to save this sinking ship, we're just gonna abandon the ship and just pour it into Dragonflight, and it showed.
And they did. It worked.
And it showed, yeah. like Dragonflight and to the war. I mean, honestly, I think Dragonflight was a little bit better than the War Within, to be honest with you at this point. But the War Within is still a strong expansion, and I love it. I mean, it's you know what we have to get used to is a lot of people are concerned about the story, like a lot of different story points not being completed. We are in a trilogy currently, right? We're going to be in this World Soul Saga, right? We have The War Within, we have Midnight, we have The Last Titan. These stories are going to be usually are told in one expansion, are now going to be told within 3. So some people are like, it's almost midnight and we don't know what happened with this faction or this, that. I'm like, guys, there's 2 more expansions. They told
Give
us
it
this was going to
time.
happen. Please listen. Gee, mini crickets.
But I will say this: Zoval did leave us with a warning. If we're not united, we won't make it. Whatever that meant,
Yeah.
we don't know what it means, so we can't say anything.
The
But
Horde and
because-
Alliance need to hug it out.
That too, but we've already basically discussed probably one of the next topics of the podcast.
I know.
Hey,
Don't want to get ahead
just
of ourselves here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're not gonna get ahead, but we're gonna
Yeah.
leave it right there. But
Yeah.
any parting words to anybody?
be ready for the next one because we're leaving it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. We're just gonna yap, you guys. You know, you love yapping. You love watching people yap about WoW. I love yapping about WoW. You guys know that. I'm in my closet scaring my wife, and I'm also outside scaring my neighbors. So I'll scare you too. I don't know. Like we're gonna do it. It's fine.
I'm going to scare you while well dressed.
Well,
And
Nah,
maybe
trust me, I'm
one
not
of
well
these
dressed.
days, we'll actually get to see Siege.
I know, right?
Maybe
Face
one
reveal
of
when?
these days.
Chat, can we have a siege reveal spam in chat, please? Like,
well,
but I
So
think
that's-
that's it, right?
Yep.
That's
That's it.
That's
That's the end of
calling
the
it a
rope.
night, guys.
That's it.
Appreciate everybody
So, like-
stopping in, and I hope to see you all next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye bye.